Hello, welcome back to Renaissance of the Antiquities, session 44, Mazes and Monsters. Last that we left our adventurous band of heroes, they had just found themselves exploring the Combalt Woods with their guide Jarius Barlow at their side. They had only spent a day or two in the woods, however, before deciding to use Raoul's unique sense and gauge to find Astron nearby, sensed something and drew him forth to a cavern that had a few branching tunnels within, mostly dead ends, and at the end of one, a small pool of acid with an orange Astron shard sitting in the base of it. However, despite finding quite a rare find, an Astron shard just out and about seemingly, there were a few peculiar things about these dead ends that piqued the interest of a couple of you. And you pushed on and explored a little further, testing the walls and the floors, the ceilings, the dead ends themselves, and discovered that one of them was illusory. That there was a passage and a tunnel beyond it that continued further into this cavernous system. Having entered it, you received a rather shrewd warning from a voice that you deemed some sort of programmed magic, a message left for those who enter into these chambers. And it said something to the effect of, "Do not enter. This place is not for you. Leave." So you all started to leave, considering your options, but then turned back, going deeper. When you passed a little further past the illusions, you heard another programmed voice say, "Well, if you must come in, good luck, and come, meet for some food and drinks and rest." And then you came to a intersection of crossroads, and carefully approaching it, you tried to throw a few rocks and do a few other things, but ultimately Nithyrn took the leap of faith and jumped into the center, prepared for anything to jump out or be triggered by her presence. Well, nothing dire happened to Nithyrn. The cavern in which you came from quickly closed behind you, sealing you, whether by illusion or conjuration or something else, you're not sure. But we now pick up with that having just closed behind you, and all going silent as the scraping of stone and the sounds with it come to a close, leaving only a few pebbles trickling down the wall before all silence is had. Jarius, to quick refresh, is somewhere outside, not wanting to poke deeper into the cavern itself, and Wizrun is with you. And the floor is yours.
Describe the room.
Well, you are at a cross-section of rock, similar to the hallways that you've been in up to this point. Rocky, cavernous, uneven, except for the floor that's a bit more smooth, not as many divots and pits. and there are 3 pathways before you.
Anything in the room?
It's not quite a room. It's more so just where these 4 tunnels all met.
Got it.
An intersection.
And do we have light? I can't remember.
I believe you had light going, and Wizard had what? Like 3 of you can do light, and 2 of you have dark vision. So.
Okay.
There's no one going back now. Also, I wonder what type of nice treats the dragon has for us waiting at the end.
So you're certain that that wall behind you is real? Up to this point, they've all been illusion.
We could try, I guess.
I'll push up against it.
Feels real. But you can roll a will if you'd like to disbelieve the wall. Whether or not it's illusion or not. As I'm not going to tell you either way, because unless you do succeed and it is illusion, since you've already encountered illusions and you're probably suspect, you get to roll. And as far as you're aware, it's a real wall.
Yeah, it looks like we're not getting out this way, guys. This was maybe a bad idea.
Okay.
No bad ideas.
Which way? Look down the hallway since I'm standing in the center.
They all look similar. The center one, as if you had just come from the tunnel you were coming from, goes straight, and left and right go straight for a ways, but then you see them both. The left one curves to the right, and the right one curves to the left. So it's like a trident, a fork.
Got it.
Yep, that's a wall. Which way should we go?
Yeah. Doesn't matter to me. I guess we'll just keep going straight.
Well,
Could do eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
is there any, like, markings on the floor? Oh, that's not the right button.
Oh. I'll give you the D20 still. So 18 plus whatever. 5. So 23. You, Fizz, kind of kneeling down and looking. You do see on some of the rocks there's a few stray loose hairs of various colors and length. There's a couple of animal droppings near one of the corners. And you can see various tracks going down all 3 tunnels of what looks to be of wildlife.
Well, there's wildlife going in each direction. I couldn't really say, I don't think, which one is which. Could be different animals going down each tunnel, I don't know. Need
There's animal
what's the name?
tracks and signs of animals. Then these caverns are safe. There's already things living in them. We'll be fine.
Okay. It's too bad we don't have dryness.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Eh,
Okay,
his loss.
I'll proceed. Stay close.
Hey,
Walk forward.
you're going straight? Okay.
Yeah. Unless you somebody indicates a different direction.
No.
I said we could do eeny, meeny, miny, mo, but straight's fine.
All right. And you head straight. And as you choose your path, and you go down, 30, 40, 50 feet, you see that you are at another intersection of 4 directions. The way you came, a straight ahead of you, and a left and a right. Looking left and right, the left one seems to go down 20, 30 feet, and then turn left, back the way you came. The right one, similar distance away, 20, 30 feet, turns to the right, also back the way you came. At least in that direction.
Keep going straight. When somebody says something,
Before
slowly and carefully.
I'm gonna try something.
Okay, sounds good.
Raoul is going to mark the wall of the cavern of the center one that we're about to go down, like make an X.
Okay.
Just digging into the wall of the cavern with his claws.
What's that tell
Yeah.
you?
Scratch it in.
This cavern looks kind of similar to the one this fork in the road kind of reminds me of the last one. So just in case any magic is down here and we just keep on walking around in a loop.
We've gone straight.
Okay, straight. Let's go.
Okay. Continue on straight.
Yeah.
As you head straight again, it seems to curve down and left and then back to the right a little bit, snaking, as you begin to hear these dripping and flowing sounds of some water up ahead. And you can hear from the echoes that there seems to be some sort of larger cavern, and you can even begin to see the opening of one. As you get closer to this mouth and you begin to see the walls splay out a little bit, suddenly the walls behind you begin to rumble and shift and close in behind.
How far did we travel? I mean, how far? You're saying there? You hear water. We hear water, and we sense a larger cavern.
Indeed.
Okay. And behind us is closing off again.
And here you are.
It already closed off. Okay. A sign. Seems there's something ahead. Does anybody have any senses or way of telling without going down there?
Nope.
I have 90 foot. I can see very far away in the dark.
We could send a light 120 feet ahead, I believe.
Yeah,
150 feet now.
Not really. I don't really have any way of seeing further, so if somebody else does.
I can see pretty far right now with these advanced eyes of mine.
Well, lead on.
And Raoul, you can see over here the water that you're hearing from up over here. You can see the edges of the pool.
Oh, we have a map.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on a map.
We're on a map. Hey. The water's from where? This is where we get.
To your left.
Where did we just come from? The rock,
top
the rocky
right.
cut. Okay, so
Yep.
it snaked around, turned back around, and now we're okay.
There's water. Over to our right.
If you can see further, I would say you should take the lead.
Oh, I'm fine with that.
I'll be right behind you.
Follow me, everyone. I don't see anything interesting yet.
Well, we're probably all dead anyway, so, that's
Oh.
good.
You and your negativity, I swear, Wizroon.
At least we have water to drink until we die.
See, there's a positive note. You kind of ended it on a negative note, but I'll give you marks for the positivity.
No.
I won't drink that until we know it's safe, though.
You guys seeing off of Raoul's light?
No.
Okay.
I
No.
only.
But I think
Must be-
mine is set to like 60 feet, which I. Oh wait, no, I have dark vision right now.
I'm
Yeah,
only
you
seeing
have
to
dark
here.
That's right.
I only see this far from me.
Okay, cool. It is working. It's just different for me as the GM. Then even when I'm inhabiting Wizard, I'm still seeing another big range of light for some reason.
Okay. I see.
What is that? There might be a little passage this way. Let me go look at that real quick. No, maybe, I don't know. Let me look. Let me look
Talking
past
about
this.
back here. I didn't
Seems
see.
like normal water.
Did you drink it?
No, I just sniffed it.
Alright. Nope, just a dead end. I thought there might have been something behind that rock. Be careful. Does it look like normal water? I know night vision's a little different and you can't really see colors and whatnot.
Go check it out.
Looks like normal water from over there.
Yeah.
Alright,
I mean, Wizard's
walk-
standing with light, so I would assume you could probably
Oh, yeah.
maybe see color around
I'm
where
gonna
he
walk
is.
over here. Looks like water.
Just some sort of falls or something.
It's a stream that seems to be pouring out into this little section, and then the water. You're not sure where it's going, but it doesn't have an inherent flow.
I imagine the dragon needs to drink too.
True.
Looks like there
Don't
might
go
be a
too
passage.
far, Fizz.
It looks like there might be a passage this way, but I don't know. That water is kind of weird.
I don't know. I've been in caverns like this before. I've seen water like this before.
Well, where is it going?
Pulling up. Going down. There's probably more layers to this cavern than we know. Like an onion.
Well, if you're not afraid of dying to the water, why don't you jump in, lizard? Can't you swim? Isn't that what your kind do?
My kind.
Yes, reptiles. Aren't they amphibious?
I'm not amphibious.
Hmm.
I'm not amphibious, right, Nafar?
No, you're not. He just clearly has no idea what he's talking about.
Right. Well, yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it. I guess I'll take a drink of it. I'm
Two Goldie drowns down there. He whispers to you, Fizz.
I'm looking at the water. I'm gonna sample it. I'm gonna cup a little bit in my mouth, sample it. Like take little drips, sips.
I don't know. He seems pretty hardy. The Wizard.
And then I swish it. I do like I'm like a wine expert right now. I'm like I take a little, I sniff it. I like swirl it around in my hand. I take a little sip, and then swish in my mouth. Spit it out.
It's water.
It's water.
I'll take you up on that one gold. I think he'll live though.
All right. Let me see.
It's not much. Or 2 blues, I meant to say. Not
Or blues, yeah. 2 blues, yeah.
And then after that, he'll dip his feet in the. He'll like sit on the edge and dip his feet in.
It's cool, refreshing.
Ah. And I'll just get in now. I was like, all right. I would just try to float in the water.
That close, it's not quite past your shins.
All right. See, it's safe. We're good. I don't know why you guys think this is awkward that there's just a cavern of water. Like I said, there's probably
knees.
There's probably
flowing
seeking. Yeah, is it flowing anyway, or is it stagnant?
From the surface, it doesn't really seem to have like a direction of flow, but tasting it, it's pretty clear and doesn't really taste like stagnant water might.
Okay, so the way that caverns work, guys, I've been down through these a little bit. There's probably little holes, little leakage underneath the water, going deeper into the cavern, or going in, or creating underflow. There's like rivers underground sometimes. Okay, kind of knows what he's talking about, because I do have dungeoneering.
Yeah, that's
I don't know if that really.
Yeah.
Ah, you mean aquifers?
Yes. So it's probably safe. There's nothing dangerous about this water. Nothing unnormal. I say we go down this cavern, this little passage that we found to our left. Well, my left, your guys' is no, my right, your guys' is left. Right now.
Lead on.
All right. See, the water's safe. Ah, there's even stairs. Why were we even dealing with that water? There's stairs over here.
You see massive set of stone stairs, nicely and smoothly carved.
This is the obvious way to go. I don't know why you guys thought that water had anything to do with anything.
It could be a shortcut.
At the end here, Raoul, you see a massive set of double heavy stone doors.
Like one that a big dragon can... Is this big... Like, would I know if this is big enough for, like, a dragon to fit through this passage?
Oh, probably.
Looks pretty big to me.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's easily 20, 25 feet across. The ceiling here is... That is loud. The ceiling here is about 30 feet high.
We got some very big doors over here that are made out of probably some type of rock, metal type thing. It's probably the dragon's lair over here.
The stairs, do they like? Is there anything that could maybe look like? Are they just plain Jane stairs, or are they like carved with something?
They look almost perfectly smooth. Too smooth. You don't see chisel marks or anything like that, like they were obviously worked on. And there are no crease marks to indicate that they were laid stones. Similar with the floor itself, even though it has a grid-like grooves in it, it all looks like one solid piece of stone, not like something that has been placed brick by brick.
It's fine. Come on. Dragon's waiting for us.
As you're getting closer to the door, you can see that there's some sort of writing across its face. Or symbols.
With my spectacles of understanding on, I'm sure that it shows up as common for me if there's...
It's weird when you look at it. When you first, once you get in view with light of the door's fizz, You see it for what it truly is, but then your eyes kind of get all the letters get wiggly and fuzzy for a moment, and then seem to morph and rearrange and move places. And in almost like an overlaid fashion, you begin to see it scrawl out in common for you. Raoul, you can also read this, as Raoul, you know it is in the Draconic language, and the both of you read, "To consume the sustenance within will require sacrifice, but it will make the feast all the sweeter."
Sounds like a lovely room. See, I told you, there's a feast, okay? The dragon's friendly.
Most
It's offering us food and drinks once we
don't
find them.
involve sacrifice, Raoul.
Okay, just because it says sacrifice doesn't mean we're sacrificing a person. We could be sacrificing our
Dessert?
Yes, we could be sacrificing our dessert for a good meal. Or appetizers. There might not be any appetizers. That could be the sacrifice.
Raoul, as you step up to the door, it's almost as if it senses your presence and it begins to, by its own accord, swing open. As it does, a voiced message plays and rings in the doorway. "Stay here. Rest a while. Eat the food provided. Drink the wines left behind by others. Be good, and offer back something in return from what you take. After you have rested, you will have your choice. Brave the dangers of this place, or leave and forsake the treasures within."
See, the sacrifice is just an offering for what we're supposed to offer, something of equivalent exchange. Alchemy. Which is a form of science.
As the doors do swing open and you begin to breach into this massive chamber, you can see the chamber's center holds a massive wooden table with a beautiful polish. Atop is a variety of foods and drinks, all softly lit by candles and large braziers in the corners of the room. A number of curtains hang along the wall, breaking the monotony of the stone. Another hallway can be seen to the south as well.
See? The dragon, I told you guys there'd be food and drinks down here. The dragon said so. Now we do have to be careful. It did ask for whatever we take, we should leave something behind of equal or greater value.
You have that cask of ale.
We do. I also have a nice bottle of wine in my bag as well.
I'll take a perusal around the food to see if there's anything other than food on the table.
I think we're all just gonna look at this table a little bit better.
You step up, sounds begin to play coming from the table. Similar to other audio messages. You hear forks and glasses clinking. And it sounds like there's a feast happening. Looking at the table itself a little closer, you can see there are a variety of fruits and vegetables. Looks like a whole chicken, a few other main course dishes. There's a number of cups with various liquids within sitting across the table. Plates and dining ware around where all the chairs could be pulled up at. and even a few loaves of bread. There's also, in the center, a glass jar with cookies in it. But you also see, inside the jar, a scrolled up note of sorts. Some sort of piece of parchment that's rolled up and stuffed inside with the cookies.
Before Raoul even touches anything, he's gonna reach into his bag and pull out the. Let me look at my equipment real quick.
Well, that's all going. Nithyan's looking at the curtains and behind the curtains and just kind of inspecting the room a little bit because I'm not really interested in the food.
There's stone walls behind the curtains. There's nothing interesting about them. I mean, they seem to be like nice cloth, but nothing more than that since it was on. What are you doing, Raoul?
Raoul's gonna pull out that 10 blue shard wine that he bought from the person at that one tavern that that what was the last time we were at again?
Holden.
With like you said it was like in a cool shaped bottle and whatnot.
Yeah.
I'm not going to use what Jace just told me.
So I'm gonna pull. I'm gonna pull that out and then put it on the table as like an offering.
He's excited that it's happening, isn't he?
He just stumped in here and told me something, and I'm gonna ignore it like I didn't hear it.
Yep.
It knew what I was continuing to do, which was inspect the room.
Yeah, and you'd taken your headset off for a sec, so I'm not sure if you heard, but nothing behind the curtain, the stone wall, nothing unique about it, just nice cloth to break the stone monotony.
Yeah, I know. I'm just checking all sides anyway.
Okay. All right. Sorry, Raoul.
No, like I said, I'm just gonna pull that bottle out of wine and just lay it on the table as like an offering.
Okay.
This is what we've brought for the feast. A nice bottle of wine. You must sacrifice something to gain something. I'm sacrificing this bottle of wine for... I don't know. None of this... The chicken looks kind of good.
I think we should go for the piece of paper in the cookie jar, Raoul. But I don't know if your bottle of wine is worth that much.
If this dragon is anything like me, it will love this bottle of wine.
Wizard from the other side of the table. I don't see any magic on the table. It's not enchanted food, at least not that I can tell. Also, to note, the ceiling in here is vaulted and probably 50, 60 feet up, kind of recessing into darkness for most of you.
I feel positive that this is a good enough offering. If you want, I guess we could also give them the that hard cider.
I don't know that we need to give it all to him, but I don't know that. I guess we could dump the cookies on the table and fill the jar with cider.
Or we can do this. I will be sad without it, but I'll then pull out that wine glass I found the other day. Just pour some into here.
Okay.
So I'm also giving them the quartz wine glass that I found the other day.
Okay.
I'll pull out the casket of apple cider and dispense some into the glass nearer to the brim.
Did anybody translate the audio message?
I would have told you, yeah.
Okay.
As we were walking in, I would have said, well, yeah, you can read my lips.
Yeah.
I was pretty much just saying that he's offering us food and drinks in this room, but for whatever we take, we should also give back as a sacrifice, an offering.
Okay.
Kind of an equal exchange. I'm sure this is good enough. Go ahead and touch the piece of paper if you want to, Fizz.
Okay.
If that's what you want.
I'll open up the cookie jar, stick my hand in, and pull out the piece of paper. The receipt for a jar of cookies.
Alrighty. As you drag the cookie jar, you have to kind of lean over the table quite far to reach it and drag it in. It's quite a massive table, very well made. And you get it back, and as you're reaching for the lid, a strange plopping sound, almost like the dripping of water, can be heard as you see little bits of something dripping onto the table itself in various spots. And then suddenly there's this large crash as this large pile of goo or something, it almost looks like snot, falls onto the table in various places, one massive heap and various smaller little globules of it. Some of it lands on the bread, and as it does, it kind of just seeps straight into the bread. Some of it lands on the fruit, and it seeps right on into the fruit, almost like the bread and the fruit are sucking it up. And then the main globule that lands about here on the table begins to seep into all of the food across the table. Is there any any reaction to this as this begins happening?
I'm gonna step back a couple feet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step back like 10 feet. Something's happening over here. Maybe the wine wasn't a good enough offering.
As you guys all kind of...
Go ahead.
As Nithir and you're signing, what is that? And all of you kind of cautiously take a step back. The loaves of bread begin to sprout little baguette-like arms, and a crease of teeth open up across the slit where it was cut. The fruit begin to sprout little arms and mouth and eyes and teeth, and all of the big conglomerate of food in the center begins to assemble and congeal into one massive pile. And with that, it's initiative. Oh,
Excellent.
did it roll?
All right, here, Jace. Tell me all the secrets of all your evil guys here. Those are his evil guys he's telling me.
Hold on.
Those are what?
That's not
Oh, okay.
The bread puddings kind of look like hamburgers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, do you help design this, Jace?
Oops.
Okay, you're not supposed to be telling me though, okay? It's a secret.
He's just excited. He got to help.
Yeah, I know. Those are my... He called them booger monsters?
Burger demons.
Burger demons?
When we chatted, that was the name, but I lorified everything.
Yeah. No, I know. I love it.
Bum 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 bum.
I'm guessing we didn't do what we were supposed to do.
Or maybe this was just inevitable. It was a trap. Shh. You know what? I've got me selected. It's my turn, right?
Yes, you do win initiative and get to go first.
Glitter dust.
I've never heard of this spell, but it's like the most used spell lately. know what song we need? You know what song we need for
Okay.
this? And I might be the
Hmm.
only person that knows this song.
Okay, please, no, not now, not today. Roll 20, please.
Jace just told me everything about all the monsters, so I'm ready.
He doesn't really know anything.
I know he doesn't, but it's funny.
Okay,
But he said that one came from this. That one came from the ceiling, and this one came from the.
I have to refresh.
So my little spell effect didn't happen, but I'm centering it basically between Banquet Ooze and Frutal 2, and that should make it so that Fruity 1, Bread Pudding 3, Banquet Ooze, and Frutal 2 are all within 10 feet. I need to
What
make
did you do?
will saves.
Oh,
Glitter dust.
dust. Okay.
Will saves are blinded.
Yeah, 1 second.
I posted a song in our little chat.
Everything is.
This is why we'll be listening to this whole fight.
It'll take me a sec because my roll 20 had to restart, and so I have to reload this map, which is fairly large. I hear Jay's trying to get in. Let him know that if he wants to watch, do it from you.
Oh yeah. No, he can. You're locked, right?
Yeah, I'm locked.
Okay, good.
Okay. That going. That going. Okay, initiative saved. We'll have to. Let me pop that out again.
My DCs are wrong.
Fighting Foodons.
Oh no, they're right. 10 plus spell level, which is second for 2, and plus 3 for them. Okay. Yes.
We all rolled pretty well except for Wizroom.
Yeah. And then I'm moving. I can only 20 feet. Yeah. A 10, a 15, a 20.
We're still only level 5, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to make sure. Because I know last week the three of us were having a conversation about level 6 and whatnot.
Yes.
So I was just reminding myself that we're still level 5.
Okay. I have bad news for you, Fizz. As your dust shoots and spreads over all of them, you're beginning to look. None of them really have any sort of eyes, and you're not sure if it has affected them.
Well,
But at the
they're
very
shiny
least,
now.
they're very shiny. And you said it's this patch right here?
Yeah, like centered between Banquet and Ooze 1, so it would be Frutal 1, 2, Bread Pudding 3, and the Banquet Ooze.
Okay, everything but the left two side. Okay.
Yeah.
And we will just dust them up. Oop. They're not quite on. Okay. And that brings it to Nithyan.
Okay, so do I have any clue what these things are? Not likely.
You can roll knowledge dungeoneering if you have it.
Don't have it, and I don't think it planes religion. Nope. Yeah, no. All I have is history, planes religion. So, I don't know what to do with these things. So I will. be fighting crane style defensively. Have my rope dart out because I don't know what else to do with them right now. And go meteor wave. So first I'll move, I guess. 5, 10, 15. Let's see. I got it. The big one probably has range, doesn't it? Sorry, trying to figure out where I'd have to be. To be within range, 20 foot here. I'd be right here, right?
5, 10, 15. Here, hold on. Let me get these guys. I'll actually snap the grid.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
I had it all snapped onto the imagery of the stuff on the table, but
so I could have stopped here and whopped it. 20 foot range, blunt style, rope dart.
Go ahead.
It was the blunt side. And I missed, I'm sure.
An 8 hits.
Oh, wow. Okay. Bludgeoning, just pop it.
Yes.
And then defensive meteor style stance. That's it. That's my turn.
What is your rope dart made of?
The ends are made of steel, I guess. I don't know. I never thought about it. Yeah, they'd be made out of steel, I think.
Yeah.
You need to roll a reflex save.
Reflex. Okay. Pretty good at that.
Okay. You snap it. And that's that. And it takes... Does it have VR? 1 sec. Nope. Alright. It takes 6 damage. And you should see all of their green and red bars. The green one's bigger, and the red one is wounds. So you can get a visual idea as to how damaged the thing is or isn't. And you can click done when you are done again.
Oh, where's my done button? Okay.
All right. This little patch of fruit all sort of scrambles up onto its strange fruity legs. 10 hops down off the table and kind of just shambles across the floor. It's not like the fruit itself has legs made of fruit, but they're similar colored, and there's these strange little pseudopods that are kind of reaching out and grabbing and sliding it across the ground with a little bit of a wet slap every time one of them hits the table. When it falls off the table and hits the ground itself, it kind of bounces a little bit, but also makes this little slosh noise. And it just moves there.
Okay.
Now, it moved within my range, but it didn't move because I'm a 10-foot range right now.
Yeah. So it would have to
so-
move another square for you to get an attack of opportunity.
That's what I was.
Right. Something has to move out of a square that you threaten.
Yeah. Okay.
Raoul's going to take a few steps this way, like 5. Right. So what's my range on this, on my Earth Blast again? Let me just check. About 30 feet. So that's got to be within 30 feet.
You can also measure from that square.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, can I move there? Yeah. Raoul's going to move this way, so 5, 10, 15, 20. I think that's the square I was looking at. Yeah. From there, he's going to. God damn it. D20. Get this shit out. So I know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh no, I should have that in my abilities actually. There it is. He's going to get a entangling infusion ready as he kicks at the stone tiles that are under him, bringing some of the rock up near his torso, and he's going to shoot a rock blast at the big guy, the banquet ooze, trying to entangle it. And I'm taking 1 point of burn for this.
Okay.
Where's my attacks? And this is just a regular earth blast.
Bam. Wow, you do a lot of damage.
All right.
12 to hit, and if hit, he is now entangled if he can be entangled. And also, as a, would doing a dungeoneering, knowledge dungeoneering be a free action or is that a standard action?
That's free. Once per turn.
After that, I'm going to look at these things and be like, what are these? They kind of remind me of something. 18 dungeoneering.
These creatures in general seem to exhibit the traits of an ooze-like creature. Creatures that generally have no discernible anatomy, are generally entirely mindless, only seeking to consume whatever it is they're able to consume so they can reproduce. What's that term? Asexually, where they just split.
Yeah. Alright, guys.
You also know a handful of things about oozes.
Gotcha.
While some of them might be a little bit more unique, in general, oozes cannot be affected by mind effects. Gazes don't work on them, illusions don't work on them, visual things don't work on them. Poisons, sleep, paralysis, polymorph, stunning, critical hits, flanking, and precision damage does nothing to them.
Alright, guys, these are... they're kind of weird because they look like food, but they're a type of mindless ooze. Anything that would affect, like, anything that has a mind or can actually feel pain is not going to work on them. They're kind of just going to try to devour you. I would recommend trying not to touch them. And that will be my turn.
Click done.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That's the thing. I clicked it.
What are these cauldrons on the side here?
Things went weird. Those are the braziers that are emanating soft light.
And they're
It's
like
not
affixed...
fire, though.
Oh, okay. But
It's
they're
some
like
sort of...
affixed to the floor, or are they...
There we go.
No, they're on like a tall, four-legged metal stand. They're probably about 3.5 feet off the ground with a big, large metal bowl. And it almost looks like a liquid, but it gives off this bright light.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to restart the Sand API. Okay. That one jiggles there. This one slaps its way, falls off the table, and slides across the ground. That one jiggles there. Whiz rune.
I was trying to be like smart with the way I worded that, and not just be like, this stuff doesn't work on them, because that wouldn't make sense. Just saying stuff like, stuff that bleeds, feels pain, or needs a mind to be affected will not work on these guys.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's kind of like what causing bleeding damage and critical hits I kind of see as.
Wizrun steps over there, and then at the Fruital 2, shoots a ray of frost at it. And that is a touch attack, so I don't... that will miss, unfortunately. As the ray goes wide and shoots over here, hitting the ground, causing a small little pocket of frost on the ground. This one jiggles in place. The large one is entangled. But it doesn't care.
I had a feeling, but I thought I'd try it.
No, I mean, it still looks impeded, but
Alright,
just,
gotcha.
it personally doesn't care. As it shambles at half speed up here.
Alright.
That's gonna trigger an attack of opportunity from Nithyan, isn't it?
No, it has to move five
Nope.
more. Five more.
Oh,
foot.
okay. Sorry.
It just moves into it.
Yeah. No,
As a chicken suddenly flings out at you, Nithyan, and there's this gooey pseudopod that seems to be connecting from the back of it back to the rest of the creature. As it kind of just amorphously comes off, and you are
Food fight.
definitely not
Nat
slapped
one.
by a chicken.
Nat one.
oh my god, bro, like
I like nat ones.
good nat 1 because it was like nat 1, then crit on the damage, then nat 1 on the acid.
Yeah.
It
About a
overhead
hike.
arcs the chicken down, and you just kind of sidestep it easily, and it slams, and a debris and chickeny mess just sprays out of the ground, getting on your clothes and your wraps, Nithyan, and a bunch of it kicks up and falls back on the creature. If it could be blinded, it would have been. It would have had to roll a fort save or be blinded, but it doesn't matter. But he got the card smash the floor, and so he smashed the floor with the chicken.
Why do I get splattered? I don't want to get splattered.
Because you're there where it hit.
Reflex, evasion.
It's not.
I know. I'm going. Keep going.
It's not damaging you.
I ducked every single blob.
You blast. There's a little on your arm, but for the most part, nothing of it really hits you.
I gotta.
Okay, go ahead.
The range of 35. 35. Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm good. 5, 10, 15, 20. Moving over here. We'll try something else. We'll try grease. Bow. Move.
You can't move it.
I
Oh, there you
can
go.
rotate it. Weirdly.
You can't move that?
Oh, now I can. Weird. Maybe because it was like stuck in the wall.
I
don't
think
know.
so, yeah. I think I had to pull it out of the wall for you.
Pow. That's still within my. Yeah. Just barely within 35. Reflex save, if applicable. Don't know if it.
Unfortunately, they are oozes, and you can't trip a massive ooze on the ground.
Damn it! My spells are
And so-
ineffective.
They cannot fall. But it might slip them up a
Creates
bit.
a difficult terrain, right?
Yep, it still might slow them down, but as far as falling, that's not going to happen.
Okay.
But they still have to acrobatics to move through it without issue.
The anti-fizz.
And I never realized how anti-fizz oozes were.
Yeah. So far, never fought
Yeah.
ooze before, so
Nope. I got
what
it.
should you know?
Wow.
All right, I will. Since we're
I've
with
had to tell myself not to hit done for you guys because I want you guys to get in the habit of having to do that.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. That's good.
So I will, since I'm standing in meteor mode, I'm going to go ahead and use that since they're within 10 foot, right?
Yep.
And so I will blunt hit the big one again. You want to reflex for pullback?
Yes.
Okay, I assume that's what you're doing. Oh, still 15 is pretty good, but
Ooh. Let's check. Oh, did I not? Okay, I have to do it in here. It is not. And your weapon takes 3 points of damage,
okay, let me write that down.
which will be 1 because it's energy damage.
Okay. So 1 point of damage. Okay. Point damage to dart. Not too worried about that. And then I will 5 foot step back here. Done.
Alrighty.
So I assume it still took the 6 damage though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That one. Is it going anywhere? Half speed.
Yeah.
It
4.
can't fall even though it failed by 5 or more. So half speed. Okay. Bloop. Bloop. Raoul.
Raoul will. Let me look at that real quick. See what does that do again? First, I'm going to give myself that 1 point of burn.
There we go.
Make sure I give myself that. Alright, and then I'm going to... where are these abilities again? Alright, there you are. Alright, so I can ignore that. Okay, cool. So I'm going to do another infusion because of the level of Kineticus I get. I can ignore 1 point of burn if I choose to. So this would normally do 1 point of burn, but I can ignore 1 point of burn each round.
Yep.
And this one will push it back. If it hits, then I make a bull rush. I get an automatic bull rush attempt against it. And this is going to be against
Brutal 2.
Frutal 2, yeah. The one that's coming at me. So let
Just
me...
slide on over.
Mhm.
Just wants to taste your legs.
So this is exactly how I play. This is exactly how I planned on playing Raoul when it comes to fighting. So 14 to hit,
Jesus Christ, you do a lot of damage.
16 damage.
And the combat maneuver bonus.
Alright. I think I already have it set and everything.
As it slams into it.
do I? Let me read this real quick. Okay. Because I think I get a Constitution modifier instead of Strength to determine. Ah, yes. So I do get my Constitution. So here's my combat maneuver. 13.
That will not succeed, however, as the rock just hits it, but it seems to use its pseudopods to hold firm onto the ground in place. And as the rocks do hit it, almost like, have you ever seen those mushrooms out in the woods where when you poke them, a little cloud of spores come out? Well, in a similar fashion, as the rock slaps into it, a 5-foot radius spread of this green vapor kind of just exudes off of the creature. Now, you are not in its radius, so you do not know or feel whatever effects it may have.
Right. And with that, I'm going to also move back. Seeing that the bread pudding guys aren't moving yet, I moved this way to help Wizroon because he was all by himself. But it looks like most of them are coming this way, so I'm going to move back a few feet. 5, 10, 15.
Then the green vapors almost immediately begin to start settling.
I'm going to move right here. And that will be my turn.
It sits there and jiggles. This one. Slop. 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 It wriggles its way over to you, Raoul. And using one of its bananas like a club, swings it
I
at
love
your
that.
shin.
Oh my god!
Oh,
It
no
does
crit,
not
no.
confirm.
No. But that does hit.
So you take 3 bludgeoning damage, and I'm pretty sure you resist the 2 acid damage.
Banana damage.
Yeah,
As-
I have acid resistance 5.
Yeah, that banana is toast. It slaps into you, it snaps, it explodes and scatters over your leg. You've now got banana mush on your shin, but the pseudopod kind of retracts with bits of the banana inside, and you can see all of these creatures, as time is beginning to tick on, you can see that the organics that they have consumed are all fizzing and bubbling, and it looks like they're slowly beginning to dissolve. This one sits there and jiggles. Wizroon, not feeling threatened at the moment, it's going to sit back, and the one on Raoul, pow, and pow, as he double shoots off Razor Frost, missing both of them.
God damn it.
Dang. His razor.
Wizard, you're a waste of space.
This one sits here and jiggles. All right, the big boy.
I don't like the jiggling guys.
Do they threaten you?
I feel like there's going to be more to them in the end. I feel like that jiggling's going to do something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Hey.
a fail! Half speed!
Eat. Attack of opportunity.
Okay. Yep. And since he's there close, I will just whack him.
Oh, that will confirm.
Damn.
Oh,
Minus 24. Obviously, your intimidate does nothing against this thing.
Yeah.
But actually, hold on, not 24 plus 12, because crit card. We're forcing that in. And that is bludgeoning damage.
Yes.
Okay, Thunderstrike, double damage, and the target is deafened, which doesn't apply. So it's just the double damage.
Okay.
Still nice.
Yeah, you would have clapped it in the ears if it had one.
Mm-hmm. I was looking for ears, but couldn't find them.
As it tries to bop you with a pseudopod, but misses horribly.
It goes right, and I just kind of dodge out of the way because I'm moving constantly.
Fizz, nothing has affected these creatures that you've done.
No, no.
Hey, you slowed
You
them down a
you
little
have
bit.
dusted them, you have put grease beneath them, but even the grease just seems to start getting absorbed and consumed by them. All of all of the glitter dust is seeping into their pores and bodies, and they're just glittery oozes now.
Oh, I like glittery oozes.
Do I know if they're weak against like alchemical silver arrows?
They're you ponder on what the heck you can do against an ooze. Really, their weakness. Well, one thing you do note on the big one, you would guess because of its consistency, that fire and cold might not quite affect it normally. However, you would imagine their greatest weakness is that they're slow as hell. Very easy to hit, and it's probably not dodging anything you throw at it.
Okay.
Other than that,
Well,
they're beefy ooze boys.
Except for Wizroom.
Well, he just can't hit it in the first place.
okay. Well, I'm seeing as Nithirn, I think, is in more trouble than Raoul. I'm going to take a shot at which one am I going to attack? I guess the big boy.
Okay.
Big boy banquet booze. I'm just gonna load up a regular crossbow bolt. Shoot.
Don't roll a 1. Hey, look at that. You hit.
Hey, I actually hit something with my crossbow.
As it pierces into the creature and then just kind of drifts on the interior of it, possibly damaging its insides. But even the arrow almost immediately begins to, well, let's see. It begins to slightly dissolve. All of the feathers on the tips of the bolt that was shot in just start bubbling and dissolving away.
Okay. And then I'm moving there, and that's my turn.
All right. Kind of having my. It stepped right up to me, so I will
It
be
wants
burning
to
some.
eat you.
Yeah, well, I don't want it to. I will be burning some key.
Also, if you're being very perceptive and this close to it, you can see there are things floating inside of the big one. Looks like vials, and there's even a few pieces of parchment rolled up that you can see.
Yeah, well, too bad.
Something to note.
Yep. Yeah, I know. I don't know that I would do anything yet. So I will. Hang on. Things down. I will burn some key for flare of blow. Oh, I don't have to do it for the extra punch and for lightning. So I activated my lightning strikes. Let me turn that
Okay.
on. Sorry, I set up a bunch of new things that theoretically. Where'd that go? There we go. Okay, and then I will start hitting it.
Swing, swing.
Clap. So 12 damage plus 5 electric if it does anything.
Reflex save. Yep. You bash it. As a large, you almost cleave a large chunk of the goo away from the main portion of body of it. So it hits the ground on the side of it and instantly kind of liquefies into a runny water-like form.
So those with my hands. And
oh, these are your hands hitting it?
Yeah.
Okay, still roll a reflex save.
Okay.
You are organic as well.
My wrappings are magical and wrap my skin completely. So, but anyway, go ahead.
I think it's trying to like pull you in more than.
That's fine. It's not.
Okay, you're fine. No, it's that you're hitting something that's acidic. Something that it dissolves wood, metal, and organics.
Right, but my magical wrap should not be able to be like a magical weapon.
They're probably not entirely skin tight. You're still making an unarmed strike.
Why wouldn't I wrap them skin tight?
You're saying you can get skin tight wrappings down every finger, between every crevice.
You're right.
Every...
There could be a little bit on the fingers. You're right. Okay. Hit it again.
Now, if you're wearing fully suited like cloth gauntlets, maybe, or like a hazmat suit.
What the hell happened there?
You rolled a melee attack.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hit the wrong button. That's why it didn't work. Here we go. Hit it again.
5, 10 more damage, and another reflex.
Okay, got it. I'm nimble as all hell.
Holy shit!
And oh, that might have been bad.
Nope, that hits.
Okay.
I think an 8 hit, so.
It's another 13 plus 4.
It falls into a pile of liquid and it loses its cohesion and stability, unable to hold itself together any longer.
Okay, and then I move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30 is enough. I could move 10 more foot, but I'll stop there.
And reflex save on the last strike.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good.
Nah, I want to eat you.
No. Completely
Blop,
built not to be touched.
Blop. Raoul.
Raoul's going to take a 5-foot step back. And then do what he did last time. Another pushing infusion with his...
Yep.
Earth blasts. This time though, he's gotten a little cocky since he's like, I'm not hitting these, I'm not missing these things. So I'm gonna give it a deadly aim as well.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy. I think it's just obliterated.
And there's the CMB attempt.
Bam! Look at that hellfire drop. Bop! And it's moved back.
Excellent.
Brutal.
This is phase 4. One single target creatures.
Nick, you're dished out the damage on that big one, though. Holy cow.
Oh yeah, she did.
Smack. It was just like a punching bag. That's what I think of it. It's just like,
Yeah. A wet punching bag.
Punching bag full of what meat.
Are you done, Raoul?
Sorry, let me hit that.
It jiggles.
God, I don't like
Slop.
the jiggling.
Slop. Banana. Nope. Oh,
then that one.
This combat has been really one-sided in terms of who's rolling well.
Yeah.
fist meets face. The attack hits you and is a critical threat. You must roll confirmation, so that doesn't matter. So it hits itself. Because it's immune to crits anyway. So 2 damage to itself. Oh, and acid damage, which...
Probably immune.
Is it?
Probably immune. If
Is
it
it immune?
dishes it
It
out,
is.
it's probably
It is.
immune.
Yeah, it is. as the banana misses Raoul entirely and just comes back and clocks it in its amorphous form, sending a little bit of it off to the side. Jiggling commences.
Kill the jiggling ones.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hit the ones that don't move.
The one
There
next
might
to
be
Raoul.
Did he finally hit
What
something?
are these rolls?
Are you sure you got his rolls right? He can't hit shit.
Yes, he rolled a 7 and an 8 there. All right, 2 more rays of frost. One nearly hits your foot, Raoul. More jiggling.
Boy. How many spells I got?
Have you ever had like the silly goo, and then
Yeah.
like it gets glitter dust stuck in it, or it already has sparkles within it? That's what I imagine these things look like right now, but also
Yeah.
with fruit lodged
Yeah.
in them.
Yeah, buddy. Made it
I'm
for
gonna-
Jason, put glitter in it.
The one that is flopping towards me and Nithir.
Yep.
It's okay, right? Just making sure, yeah. Yep. You're a piercing scream on it. Fortitude, just save for half damage. As I scream at it, and only it can hear. And then I guess can it hear?
No, the days part doesn't matter, but the sonic damage is more about vibration, so the sonic damage still
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
It can save the half, you said?
Yeah, Fortitude. DC 14.
Defenses, Fort.
Saves half damage, so.
So 3.
You took it.
As unable to hear the stream itself, it almost you see it jiggle violently. Oops, I clicked it for you. Damn.
You'd think
All right,
these
whatever.
things clearly
Yeah.
are anti-fizz.
Yeah, they are. They are. It's kind of funny. Fizz. Sometimes Fizz just cleans up on the making sure that shit doesn't stand around.
Can't see, can't move.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Totally deactivate it, but these kind of like you. Okay, so unspin the rope dart. It's within 20 foot, so a ranged blunt attack. Pop. We never really ruled whether electrical damage goes through my weapons. I don't think it does, personally, but
Oh, yeah, probably not,
okay. Flurry of blows on it, so I'll
because
hit
it's
her.
it's intended to be something that enhances your unarmed strikes, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's the concept. The way I think of it is, it's part of me, not an extension onto my weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
And so flurry blows and burn a key to get the extra one, so I'll pop.
Do these
Pop.
ones need you to make reflex saves?
20 foot away.
They do
But
not.
yeah. Okay. And then, so that is my.
12 will miss.
That's fine. And you can ignore the electric. And then, so that's my, then I'll get to move. I will. I've been seeing about how far they move. They seem to move about how far?
And the
I'm
13 misses.
I'm gonna stand my ground. I'm still defensive.
And the
Meteor
green
hammer.
puff of gas shoots out from it that first time you hit it.
Oh, it did. That's right. That's what I remember. So that's why I was thinking to move. It moves about. I've been noticing about how far it moves. Do I think I know how far it can move?
They've been moving about 20 feet or so, yeah.
10, 15, 20. Okay, so the idea is I don't want it to get within range. So I am gonna say. I'm gonna move up this way. I got lots of movement, 40. So 5, 10, 15, 20.
You can go hang out by the shooting gallery.
Yeah, I'm gonna go right there.
Okay.
Okay, and done. I got
Slop.
burn my key.
Slop. Slop. Apple to the knee.
Yeah.
4 bludgeoning and 2 acid as an acidic apple slaps across your knee. The blunt force trauma hurts, but then there's that burn afterwards. Raoul.
Raoul's going to do what Raoul does. Take a 5-foot step back.
Just kite the shit out of it.
That's exactly how I made him. That's why I gave him.
I love it.
This is another deadly aim pushing infusion.
Understood.
Oh fuck! I missed. That's a nat one.
Oh, and that's bludgeoning, pretty much. It's ranged. There we go. So much blood. Roll a d6.
Oh god.
You are sickened for 4 rounds.
Oof.
Oof.
Oh, just the blobbing of everything made you go. Or no, a little bit got onto your. A little bit of it splashed into your mouth.
Oh,
Definitely not wine.
Oh, that's horrible.
And you said you don't like the taste of acid.
Yeah, this very much so reminds you of when you use your breath weapon.
Oh,
It just in that instant.
But
sickness.
rancid.
Yeah,
Yep.
because there's one dissolving grape that's landed in your mouth.
this would sicken him.
Yeah.
It's the worst, mushiest, gooey grape that's ever landed in your mouth. As you throw the block of stone, and it hits the creature, but really to no avail, and one of those grapes plops off and comes and flies and ricochets into your mouth.
Yeah. And because I did not hit him, I don't get the free maneuver, so I will end my turn with that.
Jiggle, jiggle.
Uh-oh. You could. Yeah.
Slop. Slop.
Attack of opportunity.
Yep.
Blunt.
Oh, that will hit.
Reflex, I assume.
Nope. Not against these ones.
I thought you did it
Bloop.
like, does it do like a buff
Bloop.
something?
Bloop. Nope.
Yeah.
Just the first
Oh.
time they're hit.
Oh, okay.
And you slap it down. Technically, when it's it's moving out of there. So yeah, jiggle, jiggle. Who's going to remove down, thinking that perhaps getting closer will aid his aim.
Nope.
No,
Not at all.
this is rude. Come on, my man.
I don't think he's rolled over like an 8 this whole combat.
That's okay.
Jiggle, jiggle.
Hey, is it an acrobatics check to move away without provoking, or?
You could 5-foot step too.
Yeah, I can 5-foot step.
But yes, it would be an acrobatics to move out of range without provoking.
And
If you're trying to do a full move.
Oh, but it's a full move,
For
so I
each-
wouldn't be able to attack.
Well, it would be for a move action. For a move
Oh,
action,
okay.
I mean.
But
I mean, I'm
each
pretty-
time you move out of it, if you're trying to move through it, you'd have to do it twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because those are different acrobatics uses. Move through threatened squares, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you move at half speed. But you can move at your full movement speed if you want to increase the DC by 10.
Okay. No, I'm not. 5-foot step. Load an arrow and shoot.
Alright. A bolt, you mean? A 12.
Bolt.
13 with point blank shot will miss.
It should already have the +1 on the.
Oh,
Point
then it still misses.
Yeah.
Is it me again already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Half of the initiative order doesn't do anything.
That's true, and we're down to a few less creatures now. Okay. So I just hit the 5 foot up,
Yep.
and I will rope dart, flurry of blows, etc., etc., etc.
You got it.
Burn a key. Whack,
Miss.
whack.
Miss. Miss.
Okay, that's it. I'm done. I will.
You slap all around the ground near it, but not hit it.
Not quite as easy. Not quite as easy to hit, I think.
They're a bit smaller. That makes them a little harder to hit.
No worries.
Yeah.
Grapes
Burn a
hit
key.
you in the foot.
They do.
And it feels like a hammer hitting your foot.
So did the 1 plus the 3 acid?
Yep. One bludgeoning, 3 acid. Roll.
All right, Raoul. Oh. Oh. They don't taste good, guys. Blah. Blah.
And sickened is just -2 unlike everything. D20.
Yeah, and I have it checked, so
Cool.
this should
Yep.
account for everything.
It will.
Ugh. He's just like so like that's all he's focusing on right now is just the taste in his mouth. But he is going to help out Fizz and do another deadly aim pushing infusion earth blast.
Nice.
Blah. And here comes the free CMB attempt.
Yes. Good rolls.
That exceeds by 6. So, how?
There you go, Fizz.
Or, I guess more accurately like that.
Yeah.
As it slaps against the wall over here with a sputtering thud. A few of its grapes roll across the room before they kind of stop because they're not really round anymore and slush into a liquid. Are you done, Raoul?
Yes. He's like, at some point he'll just stick his tongue out and start like rubbing his claws against it, like ah.
Jiggle. Oh, you're dead. Get out. Jiggle, jiggle. Let's see if he can hit anything.
Hey!
Oh my goodness. 2 hits. For
But he
4 cold damage.
So he's using his
As he double
Level
finger
0.
guns.
Cantrips.
He doesn't see the need or the threat to use anything more.
Does he have range on?
He could.
Yeah.
Jiggle, jiggle. Is
Crossbow bolt. Loaded and shot. Pew pew.
no. As it
Yes.
ricochets off the wall behind it.
Or I guess 5, 10. Okay.
Raoul's fine with this. He's a lot
Does
more
I-
tankier than you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my move. That's my turn.
I will. What the hell? I just had bad rolls. 5 foot up. Burn a key. For your bows. Burn a key for extra strike. Rope dart. Blunt side.
Miss.
Horribly.
Miss again. Miss again.
This is not working. I'm thinking.
Tables have turned.
Done. Well, it's just I'm trying to poke at it and it's so small I just can't quite hit it.
I just picture like a one of those guys who dance with the bulls. How they just like whip the whip towards the bull's feet. That's
Kinda.
just what you're doing right now.
Well, no, I'll show you a video. I have a video of a monk actually using the rope dart, and it's pretty cool. They dance around, they fling it off their foot, they kick it, they fling it off of their arm. It's really, really cool how they do it.
I've watched someone do it. Like Kurt from the swim team had a rope dart, and he was pretty good with it.
Yeah, but I've been fighting defensively too, so since we're down to 1, I might drop that.
Yeah.
Apple to the shin. Nope.
I picture like Raoul's not even paying attention to it. At some point, he just like steps back. He's just like, oh, and it, like just right as it swings at me, like kind of steps back. Oh, wait, where'd you come from? 5 foot step back, and then you know, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Always seeing everyone else having a little bit harder time. He's like, But he is a man that loves to kill things. Well, no, not really, but yeah, I'll just do another deadly aim Earth blast with pushing infusion.
Okay.
Missing.
As you take a chunk out of the wall behind it. Click done.
Done.
Jiggle, jiggle.
That's
Jiggle,
2
jiggle.
rounds so far. I was sickened.
He moves over here to get line of sight, as it is much shorter than the brazier. One point of damage as the cold nips it. Jiggle, jiggle.
Okay.
Just gonna do this because they continue to jiggle.
Okay. I'm going to move here. And I'm gonna
You
try
can-
and push.
Barely see it around the corner. Okay, oh yeah.
I'm gonna try and push the brazier, tip the brazier over.
Alrighty, strength check.
Don't roll bad. Don't roll bad. God damn it.
Ooh. You kind of get the 2 feet off the ground an inch or 2, and then the bowl slides in the holding and it kind of falls back down. A little bit of the glowing liquid sloshes out and onto the ground, splashes onto it, and now it's a glowy, sparkly batch of fruit goo monster thing.
That's my turn.
Valiant effort.
Yeah.
Nice idea, though.
So I'm not gonna step up to this thing because I seen that it does rangy stuff. So hang on, is that within 20?
No.
Nope, one wrong square. There we go. That not that it does rangy stuff, but that it does poofy stuff off of it when it gets hit. And I'm no longer being defensive.
Mm-hmm.
So I will do my volley here again. Flare blows, extra
All
key,
right.
extra attack, and rope dart at blunt. I'm gonna start hitting these things eventually.
Hey, that will hit for 5. That will hit for 6. And that will hit for 5. As you slap into it again and again and again.
One's a throw, bring it back. One's a kick, and the other one is a roundhouse back down on the top of it.
And bits and chunks of it go flying off, scattering the onto the tapestry behind it, burning little holes into it as the acid eats through it.
Sorry, done.
Now, unlike most creatures you have fought up to this point, you're noticing even though this thing looks, oh my goodness, hardly able to keep itself in its form, the damage it's taken does not seem to be slowing it down by any means.
Yeah.
However, as it swings a banana right back out at you,
It misses and kills itself.
It's gonna
It,
commit fruiticide.
is it immune to that? It is not. Okay. Okay. It avoids tearing its ooze and taking 1 strength drain. It was called torn muscle. As part of it, as it flings the banana at you, the whole banana just detaches and dislodges and flies past your hole.
Yeah. As he now is
wet
like,
slap on the ground behind you, Fizz, and then it just kind of liquefies.
Raoul like, ugh, ah, the taste will not get out of my mouth. Ah.
Finish him.
And then he'll take a step back, but since he's now missed, he's like, this is just a normal Earth Blast. But with the push infusion.
Ooh.
By
As it
1.
strikes the stone behind it.
Ah! God, this taste in my mouth is ruining my aim. It's now 3 rounds of...
Can he do it?
There we go with 1. Is
One.
that enough? 1.
Not enough.
Oh my
As he
goodness.
comes around behind you, Nithirn, and peeking from your right side, steps forward and shoots a couple of rays. One hits the brazier, the other uselessly hits the thing.
I'm gonna step back a little bit.
Started out so strong.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say this before I roll. Don't worry, guys. I got this. Hey!
Nice shot. I see him like one eye in it.
As the bolt liquefies it into the ground.
Yeah.
We still got the bready thing, so not sure.
Indeed. The immediate
I'm gonna
threat passes. You see the bready things just
I'm gonna
jiggling
go-
around on the table.
I'm gonna go and collect my stray bolts.
Yep.
It's like 2
Raoul-
of them.
Raoul's like licking anything he can to get this taste off his mouth.
I'll sign just real quick. Do we need to kill these things too?
I don't know.
I'm
Probably.
not. I'm not gonna burn ki, so I'm just doing my regular attack and my flurry of blows range.
Are you just beating it down into a pulp?
I'm just gonna start from a distance though, because I don't know what these things do. I have no clue. So plop, plop. The 7 might miss. I hit the edge of the table. Oh, shit.
I mean, you hit it, and nothing seems to happen. It just kind of jiggles there.
Okay, that's end of my
You take
turn.
a piece of it off, and it slides on the table. But
I clicked done. I think.
initiative's over.
Oh, okay.
Raoul has lost interest in these things, and he's just licking anything he can find to get this taste off his tongue.
They don't seem to fight back, but I don't know what they do if they die. Oh, by the way, that note you were looking for, I think I saw it in the big one.
Okay, well,
There's
take a
and
look at it.
There's the
From a
note from the cookie jar that he pulled out still. That was not a part of... You got the... It's still sitting there in the cookie jar.
Oh, I didn't.
that
Okay, I'm
note.
sorry. I thought I saw
But-
the note.
There are other pieces of parchment, and there are 2 vials that are in the spillage of that one.
So I will just keep beating on this one just until it dies to see what happens.
Okay, it dies eventually.
I'll take a look at this.
And no other action, just jiggle.
Yep, it doesn't seem to respond.
All right, so I'll do the same thing to the other 2.
Okay.
I'll take the.
Ah,
I'll pull out the vials and the pieces of paper out of the big guy.
Yep.
Take a look at them.
tasted like I used my acid spray. Ah,
The vials, just looking at them, you're not sure what they could be. The 2 pieces of paper, as you unfurl them, you see arcane writings across their page, likely scrolls of magic of some sort.
Wizard, you might want these. I don't know what they are.
Excellent. Let me see. I'll take a look at them. And he'll take them and go and sit down and start using detect magic and looking through them.
Okay. I want to know what's the note in the cookie jar. So I'm gonna. Once the bread puddings are dispensed with, I'll proceed to try and go for the cookie jar.
Okay. You pull it out and unfurl it, and you can even read it to the class if you'd like.
Sorry about the oozes. Couldn't risk others claiming the treasure before us. No hard feelings. I hope you bested these beasts, then perhaps you deserve a shot at what lies within. Besides, if you die beyond this point, that just means more treasure for us when we return. Best of luck, your favorite people you don't know. Oblivion Unchained. Huh. So I guess the oozes weren't the dragon.
ah. Good news. I got the taste out of my mouth.
Well, that's good.
So you're saying somebody else set the trap?
Yeah. They said they signed it Oblivion Unchained. Never. Well, I don't know. Am I aware of this group organization?
Probably knowledge local. Sounds vaguely familiar, Fizz. You recall a year or 2 ago, before you left Holden, you recall hearing the name. Some group from Talon Ure they were gaining some sort of decent amount of renown for themselves. Apparently they were vanquishing monsters and protecting roadways.
Some sort of adventuring group from Talon Ure, or organization, I guess. Not really sure how big they were or are. Yeah. Well.
All right.
Oh, Wizard.
Not a lot of help today, huh?
God,
He's having a day.
Even with the spell crafts.
Well, this one's a Ray of Enfeeblement scroll. The other one, I can't quite put my finger on it yet. I'll get it eventually, though.
That's good.
Now, quick question: the offerings that were left on the table, are those still there?
Oh, the table is absolutely wrecked. At least of food.
All right.
There's still a few glasses of liquid. You're not sure if any of the ooze got in them or not. Perhaps, maybe, you're not sure.
What a waste of good wine.
I'm gonna try and identify the two potions. I'll pop detect magic to see if I can sense what they are that way, or...
Yep. Here, take a look at this too.
Sure.
And he hands you the other scroll.
So spellcraft checks or knowledge arcana?
Spellcraft to identify. 3 of them.
Potion 1, potion 2, scroll.
The second scroll is a scroll of flaming sphere. And one of the potions is a oil of purify food and drink.
Yeah.
And then there's one unknown scroll.
Potion.
Or potion, sorry.
All right. Are we taking these things with us?
What things? Like the
scrolls and the potions.
Of course, you fool.
All right. I'm just saying.
I mean, they weren't on... We didn't take them from the table. They weren't on the table when we took them.
True. You got me there. They were in the monsters.
While they're doing whatever, I sit down and start creating water and cleaning myself, and then gonna do a mending on my rope dart.
Okay.
So basically, I should be able to offset 1d4.
So it's an oil of cleanse food and drink?
Purify food and drink. It works like the spell purify food and drink.
Yeah.
But it's an oil that you would pour over the food and it would purify it.
And then it's a ray of enfeeblement and flaming sphere for
Correct.
the scrolls.
Correct. And
I don't know, Wizard. I don't know if you have these spells in your book. You want this hold on to the scrolls so that you can learn them, or whatever you do with them.
I mean, that's your call. If you seem adept at arcane magic as well, if you want to use them to cast them, that's fine. He pulls out his book and flips through. I do not have either in my book, however, but I don't really have materials to inscribe them either, so we have to wait for a while. I have a couple other...
Well, how about this? I'll hold on to them, and if I need to use them, I'll use them. If not, we'll try and get you materials to get them written down.
That works for me. I have these other 2 scrolls that you might be able to use in a similar manner if you'd like to hold them.
Sure, what are they?
A scroll of magic stone and a scroll of ice dagger. Been meaning to describe them, but we haven't really been in a place that sold materials. I think it'd be better to give you the versatility in a combat if needed, and then if we do get the chance to find me the funds and materials to put them in a book, they'd be more useful longer term. But
Yeah.
that's last case scenario, I suppose. It's not like I really care about the spells in specific. I've got my set that I like, but cool. You guys identify things, and he says, "Give me a peek at that other potion. Let me see if I can take a look at it." Oil of Hold portal. Pour it on a doorway and it won't open easily.
Ah. That's an interesting one.
Might be useful. You need to make a run for it.
True.
Put it on that door behind us. Not that I think there's a way out that way. Okay.
Since all the food and drink is ruined by whoever those were, I say we continue on.
Well, do we want to... The dragon said that it was safe to rest here. I know that wasn't the case.
True. Do we want to rest?
What time of day is it? What time of day is it? Curious.
When you came in here, it was a little afternoon. But down here, there's no sense of time.
Yeah.
Everything said there's like challenges and danger, right? So rest seems like everybody would be in tip-top shape if they need to be. But I'm good either way.
I don't need rest, so it's whatever. Remember, I'm rune chosen.
Yeah. Well. Okay.
Actually, it's not 100% true, but at the same time, I'm not worried about my body too much. Doing that first blast kind of worked a little bit out of me, but I'm not too worried.
Well, I didn't use any of my magics that I can't get back, so I personally doesn't matter to me.
You look like you're the most hurt, Fizz. And also used a couple spells.
Yeah.
Would you like some rest?
I'm a little tired, but I think I should be able to make do if we proceed.
Alright. I think everyone else is pretty good, so I think we can proceed. If you're good.
Yep.
So I took all of 3 damage in that fight. And it's actually good for my character to take 1 point of burn. It makes me better.
So do we...
Let's push on.
We
don't want to keep Jariah's waiting, so we didn't really say that we'd be gone for days.
Alright, let's go. And he'll lead the way again. I'm taking sick and condition off, though. And start going down. I'm guessing that's another doorway.
Indeed.
Another big door.
For maps that do have lighting, Nithir, nothing in particular sticks out to you. Just a smooth stairwell. leads down into more rocky hallways. But to familiarize you guys with how I do the doorways, you'll see the jagged. I go like back and forth, jagged over doorways, so they're very noticeable if you ever come across a doorway on a map.
All right.
It's all spiky. It's a doorway.
Cool.
I look at the door. Is there any writing on this one?
From there, you see no writing.
Okay. I'm going to roll perception and also move closer at the same time. I'll move right here.
You see no doorway writing.
All right, let's go. I'm going to just walk right up to the door because the last one opened up for us.
Indeed, and just as before, so too does this one.
Does it? Nothing's said though.
Nope.
All right. All right. Looks like we got multiple passages. Oh, maybe just I don't know. Let me move a little bit closer.
No, there's definitely something to.
Yep, we got
All
multiple.
right.
We got multiple tunnels. Let's see what's going on down here. All right, towards the
Yeah.
going towards the left, it kind of looks like it kind of curls back on itself here. Yep, and then to our right, we have just a passage that just goes straight. Let me walk over here, see what's going on over here now.
The one that Nithrian just went down, it looks like there's a T intersection. You can go left or right.
Yep, another T intersection. To our right is just a dead end.
Yeah, perception always looking around very carefully.
So in here you can't just pass. If you do a pass to perception, I'm going to assume it's a 10 plus your roll. But if
Okay.
you specifically want to search something or someplace, then you have to let me know and roll specifically.
I'm
And
looking in here.
as you begin to move throughout here, you'll notice a lot of small little plant growth, mushrooms mostly, small little ferns dot the edges of the walls here. Little trickles of water occasionally, a thin air of dust, these magical lights on the walls, and rough-hewn stone walls. Raoul, you can see more light coming from down bottom left there. And you can also hear what sounds like some sort of ringing noise. A soft...
All right, towards our south down here, I'm seeing more lights in the sound. And then we also got, looks like another T intersection right here. That's just a dead end. So we got this way to go.
Stop roll, reflex save.
All right. Defensive. Reflex isn't bad for me. Not horrible.
Okay, you just barely dodge backwards. That is, yeah, to totally avoid. As you step into this area, and the image is a little off, but it's arrows of acid fly down from the ceiling, blasting into the ground in this whole area, coating it in a field of arrows that quickly dissolve and melt away into the ground. You just barely step back and out of it.
Gotcha. Oh! Okay, we officially have traps now.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Fizz, every corner of this place holds magic.
God damn it. Well, this place is magical.
Well, it's
Every
a dragon's cave, so I assumed that.
This feels
Yeah.
like a trial.
Oh.
My sensei would always set up test fields for me.
perhaps
This feels a
Nithirn
lot
should
like
lead
that.
the way. She's pretty agile.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's not a horrible idea.
Well, acid seems to be a theme too, and that doesn't hurt you, right?
Not as much as normal people.
Either way, I'm fine.
If you want, if you want, I can stand right behind you, and we could still get a good view. I'm fine either way, though. I can.
Okay.
I'm pretty dexterous myself.
I'm gonna. There is one thing I could do that might help.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm going to follow them. I'm gonna cast them.
Oh, do what you're gonna do, but I'm gonna say something after you're done.
I'm gonna cast Unseen Servant. And
Okay.
he's gonna. I'm gonna try to keep, 10 feet within Nithirn, and it's gonna just be like 10 feet in front of her.
If you 1 second, let me restart.
Do I get a
Sandbox.
token if I?
Yeah, if you have your token selected and click it, it should make a thing.
Oh. Hey, cool. There we go. Pow! So it exerts 20 pounds of pressure on things
Okay.
as an entity. That might... I don't know if it'll trigger magical traps, but...
And it lasts
at
5
least-
hours, and can it die?
Yeah, if it
Yeah.
gets an
AoEs.
AoE.
Okay. 6 damage from AoEs. Yep, cool.
Guys, I see something.
What do you see?
Kind of looks like a staff.
Which way?
South of us. He'll point down this way.
Okay. So are we going that way, or?
I'm hearing a sound from there. We could backtrack and look where that other passage was going if you guys want. But I have a feeling this is where the trials continue, as Nith put it.
You're leading with the unseen.
Yeah. Well, because Raoul's pointed out that something's down that way, so seems to be safe.
This might be what's making the noise I'm hearing. It's interesting. It's like a bell, jingle jingle, jingle jingle.
It's one constant tone.
You want me to
Well, there's something.
have it interact with it? Because it can interact with things.
It probably should.
Okay, servant, try and pick up that staff.
Okay. It picks up the staff, and it slightly jingles and tingles on the ground as it clatters a little bit as it's picking it up. You all hear this as this falls from the ceiling. The unseen servant's fine, but this thing looks similar to things you fought in the other room, however, much larger and black, and not food-based.
Not food. I like that.
As it drops down onto it, and you can see the staff-like thing get caught inside of its form. Its light shining from within it, making it glow almost. And a muted ringing sound coming from it now. As it, even despite this, sticks within. Also, you see no form of bubbles or corrosion or melting coming from the item within, almost as if it's immune to the effects of an ooze. And Fizz, it's your turn, sir.
Oh god.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna shout out my unseen servant, bid my unseen servant to follow me. I'm gonna shoot an arrow at this thing.
With the staff, can it pull the staff with it?
That's a good question. So, I mean, it can only lift 20 pounds and exert 20 pounds of force. So, if it's stuck in this thing, then
It can't make a CMB check though to pull it
No.
out.
yeah.
So no.
So no. Yeah. So I just want it to follow me,
It's
and it
just
can
kind
only
of
move
there.
50 feet. So
Oh, okay. It's not like it's in anybody's way. Nobody else can even see this thing. Only you.
I'm gonna shoot. Shoot an arrow at this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
And
That
then,
does indeed hit.
you sound surprised.
Mm.
Not that I usually hit with
It's
my
big
project.
and it's ooze.
That does not include the +1 damage from point blank shot, correct?
No, it should.
It should? Okay.
Actually,
Because that doesn't always apply. Unless that's a macro you have just for point blank shots. Oh, never mind. You have it as a buff. Never mind. You're good. You're good. Okay.
I have it as a buff, but I also have a +1 crossbow, and shouldn't it be adding one?
Yes, in your crossbow macro, there should be a box for like ENH8 or something like that for enchantment. And if you plug that in, it should add the +1.
Huh. I mean, I have damage mods, and I just put in 1.
Yeah, let me look. Was it already 1 or 0
There was just like nothing there before.
in the enhancement? Yeah, so see right there in front of Masterwork, you'd make that a 1. And then
Oh, I see. Okay. And then I don't modify the damage mod.
no, you don't need the modification. You don't need the modification in attack mods or damage mods. It's by putting the +1 E and H there, it's going to add +1 to attack and damage.
I see. Okay.
And then your buff will add another +1 to
yeah,
attack
so
and
it
damage.
should be 4 damage.
Yep.
And then I'm taking off this way. 1, 10, 15, 20.
You want a knowledge check?
Knowledge.
Dungeoneering.
Dungeoneering, sure.
I think.
Okay, 15 plus its HD. Ooh, you can tell it's news because of your previous room's experience, but you've never seen one this large or purely black. Nor have you heard any stories about it.
Okay. Oh, I gotta go up to the top. Done.
Hold on, let me get that out of the initiative order. And that. Wizrune. Seeing this as more of a threat than the last ones, perhaps, actually, we're going to make him roll as well. If he even has Dungeoneering, he might not. He does. He doesn't know. So he'll open up with a magic missile and a ray of frost. He'll go half and half. As
Is that
damn,
a crit
little-
on
it's immune.
the? Oh. Oh yeah, that's right. Oozes don't.
A 13 from that, and then 2 damage from that. Wait, I don't mean to cold, is it? No. So all three missiles of force slam into it, jiggling parts of the black ichor, and the ray of frost shoots into it, freezing a small chunk of it off of the creature. And then he'll step around the corner. Nithir.
Yeah, I'm within 10 foot of it, right?
You are.
Okay. I will. I'm gonna start out seeing how hard this thing is to hit. So I'm fighting defensively still. Rope dart, meteor hammer style. I'll just do my normal hit and flurry of blows. No burning key yet.
Okay.
Think about that. Now I'll burn a key. Burn a key to do my draconic fury, the electrical, for 2 rounds.
Now you said that was not on your weapons, so.
Oh
Are you
yeah, that's
punching
right,
it?
that's right. Thank you. I forgot that myself. No, I'm not punching it because I'm not up against it. So
Okay.
I will 2 attacks a meteor hammer.
Oh, too bad it's immune, but it still hits for 4. And 7.
And this thing's probably got reach, but I want to
slap into it.
Yep.
I'm
assuming it
reflex
has.
saves on both of those hits.
Okay. Okay, I don't have my investor going right now, so reflex.
The second one fails. Eight damage to your weapon.
Oof.
Now,
yeah, how much does that steal
we
into
need
that
to
weapon?
go look up your weapon real quick.
Yep.
Because this might become relevant to you in this moment. What is
Yep.
its category? Is it a light blade? What type of weapon is it, for example?
I don't remember. Hang
Does
on.
it have a category?
Rope dart.
It's a rope dart.
Yes, but
It is. Huh, why doesn't that come up there?
rope dart. Oh, let me just go to its main page. Because it's probably. I think we need to look at meteor hammer basically.
Rope dart.
It's not often this rule set comes into play.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just gonna have to classify it. It is not magical, correct?
Nope. It is not.
Okay. So, it's probably closer to that then.
So the metal end of it. Again, remember, there's 2 ends of it. There's this pointy end on the end of a rope, and then there's a metal end on the rope. So the blunt end of it is one that hit him.
That's true. So it's the chunk of metal, which is probably equivalent to the metal of a light blade.
Yeah, something like that.
So
however you wanted to call it.
hardness 10, and then it has, we'll say 5 HP based on this chart.
Okay, so it didn't damage it then.
Let me go read its ability again. It might not care about hardness.
Because it's a corrosive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's straight damage. So as you swing your rope dart into this one, Nithirn, where it seemed fine against the others, your rope comes back, but not the metal head attached to it.
All right, lost one into my rope dart. Okay, that's kind of not good. All right, and then I will.
Good thing that was on the second hit.
Well, that's kind of the kind of stuff you want to discover. So early on to see what you're up against here.
But you still did whack it for 11 damage total.
Yeah, I'm gonna risk a move action.
Okay.
Because I have some movement.
Provoking if it has reach by that, you mean?
Yep, understood.
The 14 hit you.
No, not anywhere near me.
As and then black suit, like 3 black pseudopods all stretch out and almost hit you in the back of the heel, smashing into the ground behind you, sending a few chunks of rock flying.
And I'm trying to get like around the corner in order to have some sort of concealment.
Cover is what you would have.
Cover, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So what would this give me, like, where I'd have to move around the corner?
Yeah. You have cover there for now.
Full cover? Okay, for now. Okay, good.
It wouldn't be full. It could still hit you from the side. You probably have +4 AC kind of cover.
How about there?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
I can't.
That's it. My turn.
Alrighty.
So, by bait, I'm just wondering. So this thing has a higher dex than me since it's going before me? So I have a dex bonus of 3.
That is a good point. It absolutely does not.
All right. I just wanted to.
Not even
call.
Close. Yeah, I didn't even notice those U numbers are the same. Good catch.
Good catch. Yeah.
All right. I'm just trying to protect myself a little bit.
Hell yeah, you're on the front line right now.
This thing is a pile of sludge. This thing's reaction time is as slow as it can get.
All right. That's what I was looking for. But seeing that Nithirn seeing that it does have farther reach than normal things, because Nith moved like that. You know what? Raoul will also do the same. He's gonna move back a little bit. Gonna take.
If you take a 5, if you take a move, he gets an opportunity.
Yeah, but I'm just doing a normal move, Navarre, if that means anything to you. There's the first 5 feet of movement.
Understood. It's already made its attack of opportunity against Nithirn.
Good.
All right. And then I'm gonna.
That's knowledge too, so that's good.
Yep.
So then I'm gonna move right here. Do I still have an attack on it from here? Sight on it?
Yeah, it's large enough you can see it to hit it with no problem.
All right. So I'm gonna try to protect these 2 from it, and then I'm going to do a. You know what? He's going to test to see how hard this thing is to hit. This is just going to be, and because it's got walls behind it, it's pointless to try to push it. So this is just going to be a normal deadly aim earth blast.
You got it.
And it's big, so.
Yeah. 20 to hit, 23 bludgeoning.
Christ.
Nice.
As you slam a fucking rock right into it, taking a chunk of it off. As the part separates it, it pools into a black ichor-like water and starts to run along the edges of the cavern, corner of the wall and floor.
I picture Raoul just grabbing a corner of the wall right there and just chucking it at it.
Yeah.
And that will be his turn.
Okay, its turn. 5, 10, 15, 20. Raoul.
Yep.
Multiple black pseudopods stretch out towards you and try and slam into you. Does an 18 hit your AC?
Nope. My AC is 19.
Damn.
I told you, Mike, this character is actually kind of tanky.
You
for
see,
being a
as you
ranged
duck
character.
down, all 3 pseudopods reach out in this umbrella-like arc, and it looks like had they have hit you, they would have tried to wrap around you, coming from multiple angles at once.
Oh god, this thing might have grapple.
It has grab.
Oh.
Fizz.
Still following orders.
Yeah, he's just moving, little fucking guy.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, you gotta keep your unseen servant for 5 hours. It's a handy dandy thing.
yeah. I'm gonna 5-foot step this way,
That's a question. Yep.
and then I'm gonna
That's not a
shoot him with my
concentration
crossbow.
spell. Okay, that is not a concentration spell. Cool.
Fizz is actually hitting
Why
shit
is it
today.
still
Yeah, I know,
only,
it's
like... So again, like you're
come
gonna have to add 1, so it's 5 damage. I do have a buff, and it should. Oh, you know what? I think I've added it to melee damage, not.
Yeah, make sure it's on ranged attacks.
It was on alt ranged damage, not ranged damage. My bad. Okay, so going forward, the +1 for point blank will be in the black.
Understood. I added it. 5 damage to it. Now, let's see here.
Oh. I know what's coming, but I don't know. I don't know it. The Nithir doesn't know it's coming, but I do.
Okay. You do not deal that 5 damage.
You need help on the rules, or you get your own rules?
Nope.
I know Black Pudding's pretty well.
Oh god. I split.
As the bolt slides through it, it splits it right in twain, and there are now 2. And they're kind of overlapping, so we're just gonna have to deal with that for now.
They should split the hit points and be half
The
the
hit
size.
points split in half, but they're identical otherwise.
Ah, okay, they're identical. Okay.
They're just less. It's less dense. You can tell that each one is not nearly as thick as they were, as either of them were initially.
Got it.
But it still fills out. It's more like space. Think of it being like becoming more gaseous type thing.
Yep.
It become more transparent, noticeably so. Technically, they're in the same square for now.
Okay. Oh, I gotta click that. There we go.
Wizarun, 5-foot steps the fuck away. And against one of them, because right now it doesn't matter, he double magic missiles for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 18 damage across
Nice.
his field. 6 missiles that all blast into it.
Damn.
Yeah, Wizard's cool. Nithirn,
He's not doing just Frost of Race.
and they just will go on the same initiative.
I see them getting knocked down a little bit, so I'm going to 5 foot in.
Okay.
I'm going to burn Draconic Flurry and hang on, let me do my 2.
Okay, now do these rolls one at a time when you do
Yeah, I
your
will.
flurry.
I will. And burn for extra hit, of course. And I am doing, obviously, unarmed strike. So, the one that... I guess I can tell which one looks weakest, right?
Yes.
Alright.
One of them just
so-
had all the magic missiles blow giant chunks of ooze off of it. Okay. So, the 15 will hit for 8 damage total. I need you to make a reflex save.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Hang on. Okay. Reflex.
Okay, that will fail.
Okay.
Now here's where we get to do some other weird fun stuff. You take 11 acid damage, and your clothing that you are wearing takes 11 acid damage.
Okay.
Effectively, your clothing just got shorn off. As you uppercut it, and a glob of the ooze kind of reactively spurts out at you and covers your body, and all of your wrappings, not really your magical wrappings, but all of the other bits of clothing that you have begin to dissolve away.
Alright. I'll put a picture of Nithir now. There we go. Feel kind of nudie.
She's likely to
doesn't
be
have-
nude by the end of this.
Doesn't have a whole lot. Hang on, let me take the damage. The hit point damage. Hang on, I can do it here.
And since your wraps are not metal or wood, they themselves don't take damage, but your clothing does.
My
Even though
wraps
it's
are
not
all
metal or
magical.
wood. Yeah.
Magical shouldn't take damage, I don't think.
Magical just has +2 hardness and +10 HP if it's a magical weapon. Or +1. This is how
Okay.
that works.
Fine, whatever.
There are specific
I'm
weapon
kind of-
enhancement traits that
I'm
make
kind of
immune.
Yeah, I'm kind of stuck here anyway, so.
Alright, you slap again for 11 points of damage as electricity liquefies more of it. Another chunk flies off, another reflex save. Okay, you were fine. You dodged the glob that threatens to land on your shoulder.
Okay, and the one's still alive?
Yes.
That bit on? Okay. Smack it again.
It is barely cohesive,
And reflex.
but you dodge again.
And stand my ground.
Alrighty.
Naked.
Yep,
Naked fighter.
pretty much. I'll hit that for you since it's probably way the hell up there in your log. Raoul.
Will
Yeah, oh, thanks.
continue to attack. Oh, he's going to take a 5-foot step back.
Okay.
Protecting his main boys. And also, he will trigger attack of opportunity if he attacked at that range.
Yep.
And he's going to give the one that everyone's been pounding on, a. You guys have been hitting it pretty hard. He's just going to give this one a normal Earth Blast.
Okie dokes. You provoke from both of them.
I am still in range of them, aren't I?
Yeah.
You are. So, before that damage finishes and goes through, but it will hit and it will deal the damage. Woo! 16 bludgeoning damage, 8 acid. Well, you have to make a reflex save to avoid the acid.
Ooh.
And a grab.
And a grab.
From only one of them, though.
Yeah.
Yep, that's just the first one.
These are bad.
Yeah.
This-
These are... This
And
is
you- and its
This is
action
also,
economy got doubled. Ha
yep.
Yeah. Well, we learned a lesson about piercing now, at least.
Yes, yes. Yeah, so 16 damage bludgeoning, and then a reflex
Yep.
save.
Let me just do the reflex save real quick.
Oh, I'm forgetting that I.
Okay, and then 3 acid because you resist 5 of it, so 19 damage from the first one, and you were grabbed. Now
Is
it's
that the
not
one
its
that-
turn, so... What?
Nothing. I was going to try to fight that. Can that be the one that's about to die?
You know what? I didn't specify, so we'll 50-50 it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a 1d100. Would you like 50 or lower, or 51 and higher? Which one would you like to be the one that almost is dead?
The one higher.
Okay, so
higher should always be good.
50 or lower, it is the more alive one. Okay. It still grabs you though, so you were still
Alright.
grappled for the second attack of opportunity.
Yep.
Did you take the 19 damage? I don't see that your token's updated.
Yeah, I'm working on that right now. So that's 1 less than 20, so that would put me down to... Yeah, that gets me down to 15 hit points. Oh, 15 vigor. There you go.
Also, Raoul is naked now too.
No!
11 does
Oh.
not confirm,
No.
thankfully. But
But that 8 and then
Reflex.
reflex save.
yep, or 10 total. Music, why have you stopped?
24?
Yes. Okay, so you just take the 8 bludgeoning, and they both have you grappled.
Damn it.
And then your blast goes through and kills the weaker one.
Gotcha.
And we'll just move him out of the way.
And yeah, damn it. These things aren't trying to bite me or anything, so that doesn't work.
Okay.
They have a specific kind of attack.
Yeah, my magic armor has a weird ability to it. That if it ever comes up, I'll mention it.
You said you had magical armor.
Click your button.
Yeah, I have magical armor.
Hold on, that takes damage too.
God damn.
Your clothes are fucked. That's a given.
Yeah.
But your armor, what kind of armor is it?
Chainmail, I do believe. Defenses.
And is it +1?
It's a +1 bitter chainmail.
Okay, the bitter doesn't
Chain,
matter. Okay.
chain shirt.
Chain shirt. Okay. Chain shirt. So note this in its inventory section or something. Actually, if you click the drop-down box on it, if you have it in your equipment, there should be cells for hardness and hit points. But so you, huh? Varies by substance.
Oh, yeah, in the equipment. Gotcha.
Yep.
Let me go that real quick.
Okay, so this is iron or steel. 10 plus its +1 mat. So its hardness is 12 for future knowledge. That doesn't matter here, but and then it has its armor bonus is 5 times 5, 25 plus 10 because it's mat 35 hit points.
And it took the acid damage from the first one, so that took what, 8 then?
Correct.
Gotcha.
So it's 35, and it just took 8.
Yep.
Gotcha.
If it gets to half or lower, it is considered broken, which is a different set of issues. It is not destroyed until that HP reaches 0.
Gotcha.
So basically, Nithyan's weapon is just straight destroyed. It's just rope now.
All right.
Well, one end.
Well,
of it.
it's a double-headed weapon, so yeah, that end of it is destroyed. Okay, and that is Raoul's turn. With your attack and your move.
Click your button.
I can't find it for some reason.
I got you.
I see your attacks, and then there's nothing.
Yeah,
between
it gets lost sometimes. Oh, I had to reset the thing in between the
Okay.
turns there. So
There you go.
Needs to maintain the grapple.
yes.
Or
So it gets to do this. 20 versus your CMD.
What is my CMD now?
You have to roll a 28 to save from the acid.
My CMD is 18, so yep, that beats me.
Okay, so it does keep the grapple. Now you do have to. Hold on. Because you are constricted by the black pudding, you have a -4 on reflex saves, but you still do need to make a reflex save, so that to avoid it from hurting your armor and you.
Gotcha. 26.
Okay. Which is a 22, but that's still enough.
Yeah, 22.
As you take no damage from the acid, even though it's got you grabbed by the wrist, it's burning and searing through your scales, but you're keeping the body of it away from your armor and what tatters are left of your clothing.
Kill it!
And that is its turn, as it just maintains.
Okay, am I able to reach out and touch Raoul?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna 5 steps this way. My little companions there. And cure light wounds on Raoul.
Thank you.
Vigor.
So that
12 vigor.
12 vigor.
is a good amount of vigor.
Damn. Rolled 7 on that. Nice.
Yeah.
4.
That's my turn.
5-foot step. Yeah. And a ray of frost. Both hit.
Oh.
The 7 does hit.
Excellent.
Alright. 20 fire damage from the scorching ray. So out of one hand he fires a ray of fire, the other hand that's underneath he fires a ray of frost. They kind of coalesce together in this strange mix, and both impact straight into the creature, shearing off a large portion of its black ooziness. Nithyan.
So I'm still all buffed up, so I'm gonna hold my ground.
Mm-hmm.
Burn a key for an extra hit.
And it's looking quite wobbly in its consistency.
Understood. Do that one more time. That's probably the last round I'm gonna do that. And start whacking at it. I'm already naked, so who cares? Whack.
Oh,
That one.
Oh.
Shit. Fuck. Bad time for that one. What?
cold muscle. Roll a d4. You take 4 strength damage.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not good.
As you twist in really the wrong way, you twist your ankle and your calf muscle as your spin is off. Perhaps
Okay.
the lack of clothing has something to do with it. Who knows?
Nah. It's damage, right?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
damage, not drain.
Okay. So it doesn't really hurt the strength, it just hurts the mod. Okay.
Yeah, it just lowers the
Um,
modifier.
Right.
It still can make you go unconscious and stuff if you hit 0, but... Oh! That one again! Oh no! Fog of War, roll a d6.
Tim, what did you do to...
The clothing's really got her off. For 2 rounds, you do not threaten any squares.
So I'm done?
No,
No,
you just can't
you just
no
have
attack
no-
about...
Oh.
Right.
Okay, that's no problem. But those still hit, right? Or you didn't
They're
doing
not
a nat one?
not ones. They're not ones.
Okay,
They
nat ones
automatically
don't
hit
hit.
no matter what.
Let's see if I can get another one.
Even though their AC is technically still...
There you
that
go.
hits! For 16 damage and a reflex save, sir. Oof. You take 8 points of acid damage. And you don't have clothing to burn off, so... It's just you.
Okay. Oops. Shit. What did that do? That hit the wrong thing. What was I at? 37 before? 37. Didn't work right. 29. Okay, got it.
Okay. Round
And I'll hold my ground.
Okay.
Raul, you can either make a CMB or escape artist check to escape, or try to do something with that doesn't require 2 hands.
Technically, I can. Okay, so here's some ruling, Navar.
You could blast if you wanted to, but it would provoke.
And it's a -2 to hit.
That's
This
fine.
thing seems to be really easy to hit as long as you don't roll ones.
Because technically,
Pretty much.
yep. And Navar knew exactly what I was about to ask, and I still
Yep.
fucking chuck rocks at this thing.
And it's
Understood.
not like considered like a spell, because then that's
Nope.
concentration. check.
All I have to do is have
Yep.
one free hand. Technically, if I could do stuff with my tail, I could have both my hands not free and use my tail to do
Well,
it. If my tail,
with one of your arms held, you kind of flick your fingers from behind you, and a chunk tears off the wall.
this is just gonna be.
Gonna provoke though.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not gonna. That misses.
Which means it lets go, I believe. Right? I don't know.
I don't really know how that works.
Actually, no, I don't
It
think
doesn't-
so.
Matter, because it would miss
Yeah.
regardless.
Yep.
And that last spattering of rocks has scattered it so far that it can no longer hold its form, and a black pile of ooze spreads across the ground and begins to seep into the cracks of the rocks around.
Yeah, a grappled creature cannot take attacks of opportunity.
Oh, it just can't do it. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Well, doesn't matter, it didn't hurt.
But I mean, I would argue for oozes because they're have
Yeah,
multiple hands, but they
pseudopods.
could.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. In any case,
Yeah. Oh boy.
Okay, that thing wasn't fun. As
No.
Raul, I picture Raul in just his armor and underwear right now.
Shall we go see
yeah,
the
we can
mixer?
keep it tasteful and say the privates are still covered, but barely.
Yeah.
And in the moment of
Uh.
silence, all that can be heard throughout the chamber is still that soft tone.
I don't
See if
want
you-
that thing.
See if you can claim it. Oh, you don't want it? Okay.
If you guys want to try that again, I'm staying back here. I'm keeping
Okay.
distance from anything that could attack us.
Excellent. I can stand here. And send my unseen servant down to go and try and pick up the mace again.
And easily enough, it brings it back,
Hey!
unaccosted.
Excellent.
You can tell just by looking at this thing that it is magical. This is a beautifully crafted mace that is gold in color, and holding it, you feel slight vibrations that tingle your hands, Fizz. Its head glows a soft white light, and curvy, flowing runes dance across the length of its golden metal bar.
This is shiny.
And it feels light.
Can we go back to the rest chamber?
Yeah, that was gonna be exactly what I suggested we do. Or try.
Well, that was something.
Yep. Raul, you know what? I picture Raul not even carrying that, like, all of his clothes are gone. He's just like, yep.
Nithiarn, believe it or not, doesn't really care that much either, but...
Raul, perhaps
Yes.
you could take some of those cloth from the other room and cover yourself. That's distasteful.
That's exactly what Nithiarn was going to do.
I guess I could make some type of pants out of them.
We'll make you a toga.
So I have mending, and so I shouldn't have any problem like ripping a bunch of this cloth down and mending myself into a new set of clothing wraps, which will be this color instead of my normal green.
It's gonna take time.
Which these are kind of green. I don't care. We got to take some time anyway.
Yeah.
Assign. A rest will probably be nice now.
Yeah.
Yep. Probably for the best. I'm now feeling a little hurt. My body's
Raul,
feeling a
you
little sore.
step in a puddle of ooze as you're saying that.
Ah, I forgot about those. Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Yeah. Raul's gonna just do this. Raul, he's not even gonna try to be like that like smart about it either. He's just gonna take one of these curtains, like rip it in like half or something, and just like wear it like a skirt or a kilt.
Mm-hmm.
He just wraps it around like kind of like how people wrap a towel around their body in the morning after they get out of the shower. He's just going to do that with one of the pieces of cloth.
or Nithiarn begins pulling down a large section and meticulously starts making the clothing wraps, which she wears. Everything she has is basically wrap based, and ripping it into big strips, mending it along the edges, making it like her normal clothing, and fixing whatever she needs to do, along with water to bathe herself.
Okay.
Raul doesn't care about like his top half. He's got his chain shirt on up. He feels like that covers enough.
Yeah. I'm gonna sit here, roll out my bedroll, and just tell my unseen servant to stand by the door.
Actually, that just made me think of something, Navar. My belt. My belt, did that take damage?
Is it magical?
Yes. And also, I have a +1 cloak as well.
The cloak's fine.
My
And the
belt-
belt's fine. The belt's fine. It just specifically hit body slot.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to remind you that my belt's also magical. It's my only melee weapon. It's the
Yep.
belt of
Yep.
blades.
Yep.
But you guys have technically not known that it's actually a weapon yet.
Yeah, you haven't used it. Yeah, I'm gonna tell my unseen servant to just stand by the entrance that we came from, and keep an eye out and wake me if
Well,
it
I
sees
can
trouble. Anyone that's not us, because
You
At
give
least
it
go-
commands,
how
but
many
you
hours?
know
How
it
much
doesn't
longer?
understand any of it.
All right, we should probably still do some type of
Yeah.
shifts just in case something comes in here.
Well, then I'll dismiss it.
What's the rules on disc recovering strength damage?
One per night.
Unless someone does long-term healing, which is 8 hours.
Yeah, no.
Yep.
Well, I'm sitting down to rest. I'm gonna try to identify the mace.
Oh
Um,
no. Let me help.
Yeah. Not super great at this. Maybe you could have a second opinion.
That's okay. And he will.
Feels magical.
It's definitely magical, and he starts to give you some pointers as to what to look for. And you guys have discovered Orenmere.
That looks cool.
An ancient elven weapon.
ooh. Elven or Dracus?
Elven.
Excellent.
Oh.
As Wizrun says, from part of what he's able to glean from the runic structures on it, the runes here along its haft tell a bit of a story. It is apparently belonged to elven nobles very, very long time ago. It seems they found a way to meld gold and silver together and combine it and make it something more and forge this weapon from it. And it is made of singing steel. It is a +1 mace that always sheds light like a torch. It has neutralizing and will deal an extra d6 against earth subtyped creatures. +2 bonus competent saving throws against acid and earth-based effects for the wielder. It is immune to acid damage in and of itself. If you stick it inside water, it will transform it, or the non-magical corrosive liquids, it will transform it into harmless water. And singing steel gives it -1 damage, counts as silver for DR, and it's very attunable to melodies,
Yeah.
enhancing the abilities of one who sings or does acoustic effects.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sounds right up your alley.
I know,
Yeah.
but I'm also thinking like this is gonna be really useful against like oozes right now. I typically try to stay back.
It's still a candle for you and provides
Yeah.
the steel trait, so.
Yeah. No, it's I think it's an awesome weapon, and I would definitely like start thinking about moving in closer. now.
And it's one-handed, so it doesn't hamper your ability to cast spells or anything either.
No.
You still have a hand free to cast magic.
Yeah. I don't even know if it's something Nithir would use. I mean, it's Elvish. You know what? I don't really have a melee weapon, actually. So, and they always tend to. Things always tend to get up to me, anyways. So, I think I'm gonna hold on to. I think this would be most useful for me. Do you guys agree? Nithir, Travel?
I
I don't
use
want it.
sticks.
I just throw rocks at things.
Of course. She signs, of course. I think that looks good with your outfit.
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
Raoul will probably never fight anyone for a melee weapon. Or any weapon really at all.
Nithir, are you sure you don't want to wear the cloak that
I'm still here, just getting a drink.
yeah.
What did you guys talk?
Are you sure you don't want to wear the cloak that I think RJ left behind?
No, I'll be able to make clothes out of these curtains. This will be fine.
Raoul? Cloak of resistance or
Oh, I already got one of those.
okay. Well then
It's a weird group where you can't give away magical shit, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, Raoul already has exactly that, so he doesn't. He's whatever about that.
No, I know. I'm just thinking how different this group is than any of our other campaigns.
Oh yeah,
I've already given up trying to take you guys into account for anything magical. I just put things that I think make sense in the location or are cool. Then you guys do whatever the hell you want or nothing with it.
yeah.
Because nobody
fine.
wants anything.
Well, the thing is, we can still sell it if we don't want it. It's still good.
Yeah, you should never give it away. It's worth money, right? So that's why I was so shocked when Fizz gave away that +1 sword. For me, not Nathan. Nathan could care less.
Yeah, we're just a weird group of people. Okay, it's a weapon. That's why Raoul's not interested in the mace. It's a weapon.
Yep.
It's literally worse than him just hitting things with a rock.
Yeah, this thing's worth a ton.
It is. But I will say this.
Item.
I will say this. If Tywin was here, he'd be interested in that mace because it's Elven.
Oh yeah.
Not really his style, but he would keep it.
Well, I mean, I would definitely want it, but I'm just thinking, at least for this maze that we're in, it might be better in somebody's hands. But once we're out, and acid's not a theme.
No, it's somewhere along the line I need to come up with a new end for my rope dart, a blunt instrument. But we'll have to look. I'll look around, see if I can find some.
It doesn't make the wielder immune to acid, just it itself is immune.
I'm gonna put on the Cloak of Resistance, though, so that I get plus one of all saves. That seems to be better for a cave than Featherfall, at least right now. Can't get much deeper. And yeah, I'm gonna totally hold on to that mace and equip it. Well, not equip it, but have it on me too.
Aside from fashion and wielding choices, you guys all nestle in, find a corner, and post up for the next 8
So
or so
wait,
hours.
it's like equivalent to like a regular mace, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Every stat you need is in there.
Okay, cool.
I even included its hardness and hit points and break DC,
Nice.
and its price. Everything in there you need to know. Considered a one-handed hammer. It's effectively a heavy mace.
Yeah.
So
But-
I can.
I will say this: besides weapons, Raul would be interested in other things.
Oh
It's
yeah.
just literally a +1 cloak of resistance. He's already wearing one of those.
Don't need 2 of them.
As far as you can heal all your vigor, Nithrin gets a point of strength back. Spells, all that jazz.
I lose my point of burn,
Mm-hmm.
which is both good and bad. And then
I'm not seeing a like hardness value on weapons.
It depends on the
inventory.
weapon. Oh, you have to scroll down to your equipment section.
Yeah.
If you have the equip type selected as weapon, and then you
Yeah.
hit the drop down, where you could like then drop down description, weapon attributes, all that jazz.
Yeah.
Have show more fields checked,
Oh. Okay.
and there it gives you options for hardness, HP, current out of max.
Where do I click show more fields?
It's just below like where you can sort through the tabs of weapon, armor, ammo, consumable, charge
Oh. Yeah.
on
I
the
have it
left.
turned on.
Hold on.
I have like HP value. Wait, hand. Oh no, that's hardness. I'm stupid. Thought that's at hand.
It was in front of you the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay, wizard spells. Let's see. He prepares 5, 6, 4. Wait, 6, 4 basically. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no. Let's see. He's gonna keep that. He's gonna get rid of that. He's gonna get rid of that. And he's gonna prepare some color sprays. He doesn't need that, and he doesn't need. He'll do one of those and 3 of those. Okay, Wizrun is ready for the next day.
I am going to do a dream walk.
Okay. Who's your target?
Fizz, but before I enter, I'm going to ask permission purposely and state, I forgot to ask. But do you have a moment?
Sure. What's up?
Okay. So I don't know if you want to set a scene or anything, or Navarre, how do you want to handle it? It's not going to be super in-depth, just kind of something came across her mind.
Well, did Fizz take that as she wants to dream with you? Your response seemed...
He said, sure, what's up?
Oh. Okay. Alright, yeah. So, you guys all begin to fall asleep, and shortly thereafter, Nithrian, you feel Fizz's mind drifting into the sleep realm, into the dream realm. You yourself pierce through the veil of the waking and into the sleeping, but into his sleeping dream. And as you step through, it's almost as if you're stepping through a doorway. Then you find yourself in a tavern, a familiar one, actually. You've been here recently. It is the Skulking Giant, the tavern of Hold and Keep. You see Fizz sitting on the corner by the hearth, next to a pot of boiling stew, playing his lute to a crowd of people, although none of their faces seem distinct. It's like they're there, but there's nothing really notable about them.
Okay. So I'm in what you might, in this time, in like travel clothes. Not something real fancy and frilly, but just more travel clothes. But they're obviously really nice travel clothes. And Fizz, and I'll do the introduction again. Fizz, I'm sorry I forgot to ask. May we talk?
Yeah. What's on your mind?
I was just thinking, when RJ was here, he would always ask me to take things too. And I had to explain to him one time that about my vows. And I don't think I ever did to you. And I apologize for that. I don't want you to think that I'm not thankful for your offers when you offer me things, but I'm on a path of enlightenment that my sensei set me on. He actually he had others as well, but I kind of on my own path now, I guess, where a lot of my actions, the way I do things, might not make sense, but it has value to help me shape my inner energies and my inner ability to do things. And I thought maybe this is not the best place to do it, but it made me think about it today, that I would like to share those thoughts with you, if you're okay, or you're interested.
Yes, I am. Didn't realize that you were on such a journey.
Yeah, it's more of an inner journey, and it gives me some of the abilities that I have, and it makes it so that I can use more of my inner will to cause outcomes. When I hit, you see that energy explode, and able to do some pretty cool things, even from my point of view, is because of this inner power that I built up. So when you see the way I eat, it's part of my vow of fasting. Of course, the vow of silence is easy for me, because I can't speak, I can't hear, can't make verbal sounds. The vow of truth, you can be assured that I will never lie to you or anyone, so don't ask me to. And the vow of poverty, besides my bandages, my wrappings that we've made that RJ helped me get and Wizrun helped enchant, those can be enchanted more, but I will not accept anything beyond that, and I have no use for anything beyond that, besides the minimal needs to sustain my bowl, my food, my simple clothings. So don't think that I'm not thankful, though, because I do understand the value of things, but I vowed not to take part in that. Does that make sense?
Ooh.
Now, that's not judgment on anybody else, too, because I know you like things, particularly shiny things, and you should have them. They look good on you. I just don't want you to feel bad when I don't accept.
Okay, yeah. I suppose I'll have to keep that in mind going forward. Then, yeah.
My only interest would be to continue to expand my skills and abilities. And I'm good with, as we learn new things and develop new abilities, to maybe Wizard can continue to enhance when we have the resources, of course. That's up to you now, since RJ's not here, to allow him to have the resources to make these better. Well, I'm not wearing them now. That's weird. But I'm gonna say that's the first time she noticed she's not wearing the clothes that she had. I kind of did that by accident, but I'll go ahead and play it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I'll ever ask for, or I'll actually wait for it to be offered, just so you know. Because I want to see us be successful. We're on an important journey. I think we're doing some amazing things. And I'm really thrilled to be part of this. I'm learning so much. So, that's it. I just didn't want you to feel bad, because you've offered me that cloak twice, and I turned you down twice, and I didn't want you to think poorly.
Yeah, I just thought that perhaps with it, because it would help, I think, against acid that we seem to be running into a lot of, that might help save your clothes.
Well, I'm not really too shy about the clothes. I know other people get offended easily, but
I noticed that.
But I understand the value that it has, but my vows give me more. I want to assure you that they give me more. I can do so much more with this path. At least for now. Make sense?
Yep.
Okay. And I thank you again so much for looking out for all of us. You're kind of our, in a strange way, and don't take this wrong, our leader.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. I'll do my best to help give you hints if I see something that maybe RJ would have said. Not the way he says it, but I'll help you there if I can.
Okay. Well, that is appreciated.
Again, this was unplanned. I'm sorry that I didn't ask ahead of time. I always promised that I would do that, and if you were busy, I would have waited another night, but I just thought it was important since it just happened.
Okay. No, I'm glad that we talked.
And then I really don't have any other purpose except whatever is in the environment or whatever Fizz does.
Well, seeing as you're with me, might as well play a little tune for you. Seeing as we can hear here.
That'd be wonderful. Okay, that's it for me, Nowhere.
Yeah.
Nithyan, as he begins to sing and play his lute, is there anything you do? Or do you just listen?
I'm just gonna sit there and listen
Okay.
this time,
In that case,
enjoying the tunes and the depth of the music and how it touches me.
the post-rest comes. You all awaken around the chamber, refreshed, reinvigorated, having had some time to let some of your sprains and stresses mend a little bit and catch your breath and recover your spells and such.
I'm just gonna roll a couple test rolls here.
Okay.
You gotta roll better than that.
You need double brackets around the
Yeah.
D6.
All right. Can I make one request?
Yes.
I know we start about an hour later than we usually do on Saturdays, but can we still end at 4? Because I got shit to do.
In about half hour, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
That was just my one thing. I was like, I don't really want to go. I can't really go until 5 because I know we started an hour later than we normally do on Saturdays.
Oh, it's a Saturday. I was going to go as long as y'all wanted to.
Yeah, that's what I meant Saturday. Sorry. 'Cause I know usually we do like 5 hours on Friday nights.
I mean, and obviously, I'm fine with staying on that note. I'm fine with staying on Friday, if that's what everybody wants. But if we did want it to move to Saturday mornings, I will say that if we did play Saturday mornings, I don't care how long we play for. It's up to you guys. We could play for 12 hours if we want. I have the next 2 days off. I'm fine with going for 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, whatever you guys are up for hours. So keep that in mind if you want a long session.
Yeah, Fridays still work better for me.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I just figured I'd throw that on the table, and in the event Saturday is clear for everybody, and everybody's like, "Let's do a big one."
All right.
Okay, so
Raul would have slept on the cold floor. He would. I picture him attempting to like do what he normally does with the like trying to make the ground smoother to lay on, but it's literally
doesn't work.
stone. Yeah, he's like.
In the morning, you hear you feel a boot in your back roll. Get up, wake up!
Yeah.
It's time to move.
All right. Not a bad night's sleep.
I need to read my book for a bit longer, but well, I'm gonna go and get some fresh water too.
I can give you water.
Oh, well, I guess that works.
I mean, unless you just want that water, that's fine too.
It doesn't really matter to me.
Okay. And then does he have a vessel?
Yeah, he pulls out a water skin.
And I raise my hand over it and kind of, if he wants it kind of to pour into a skin, and then kind of I've never really described it, how her water looks, but it's almost like an energy forms around her hands. Again, this staticky theme, and droplets of water collect, and they start collecting in a greater amount. And then I hold, since he's going to his skin, I hold my thumb like this, and the water just starts streaming into his skin.
So
at whatever rate that he wants.
To add a touch of lore on top of that for you, magic in general in Endrial follows the law of conservation of energy. It does not just appear out of nowhere. So what Nithyan is actually doing is using static electricity and that energy to condense the atmosphere and separate out the molecules and form the water. And she literally draws the moisture out of the air through static electricity and pulls it into and around her hand and allows it to flow off. After she does this, the area around her probably, there's, you know how you can tell when it's very wet air versus very dry air? It would shift very much so to that dry air feeling for a moment before airflow and volume kind of re-equalizes things.
Cool. Nice touch.
Okay. Well,
Back to death, I guess.
yeah.
Back to your negativity.
Always.
It seems like these are traps. Let's expect them.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm with you
I
there.
will expect them by not being in front.
Fine by me.
Oh, it didn't create my little person. It just made a little
Oh, did it?
fizzle.
Oh, thing's not broken. Hold on, let me go get them for you. Tables and tools, spell tokens. Oh no, I don't have them in there.
Let me try again, maybe.
There you go.
That
Hey.
turned out proper. Okay, same plan as before.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
Was there another way that we could have gone that other way, or?
Yeah, if I remember right, we took
Oops.
that
There's two of
second.
them now.
We took that second right. There's a way to go towards the right end this way.
Hang on. I'm just looking for memory. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, there wasn't anything else down that direction.
Okay.
Yeah, this map I turned off the. Once you've been somewhere, it reveals it because it's a maze.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a dead end.
Okay.
You see some mushrooms back there, Raoul.
Don't eat the
Probably
mushroom.
a mushroom monster back there.
I don't like mushrooms.
Much of this dungeon was
Oh.
aided and inspired by Jace, the 5-year-old brother. So
If you want,
Expect
if
the
everybody
unexpected.
wants rations, I've got rations.
Ah, excellent.
yeah, 3 rations will need to be consumed.
Mm. Delicious dried meat. My favorite. Raoul says with some sarcastic. See,
Yeah, hopefully Darius was able to find some food.
He seems pretty capable in the wilderness.
you know what would be pretty good? Some venison.
Well, keep your eyes peeled for a deer then, Raoul.
You know I am.
In here. You know what? Never mind. Doesn't surprise me.
Viz, you probably should not be in the front.
No, I'm staying right next to him.
My unseen servant is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I'm staying just in front of him too.
And none of you
Alright.
guys actually see the unseen servant, though.
You told
He
us,
says
right?
that, but he says that, but there's no evidence that that's true.
Trust me, guys. I've got a friend walking in front of me.
I believe you. You have no reason to lie to me. Anything interesting about these hallways, or is it just hallways?
Not really. Little bits of roots hanging from the ceiling, trickles of
Nice.
water here and there.
I see some light coming.
Stand back. Fizz.
Oh,
There's a moment where Fizz and Raoul just bump into each other. Oh,
well, sometimes when I'm moving, because what I've been doing is I've been just selecting both tokens and moving them together,
Yeah.
and I've
Yeah.
moved the
Watch.
unseen servant past the wall. My entire vision goes black.
yeah.
So it's a weird little bug.
Weird.
Raoul. One thing that you'll notice is Raoul's always taking like the shortest path, so he's always like taking the corners.
Vivian does exactly the opposite. She takes the longest path.
Yeah.
I love how
Raoul's
with
like,
the tokens we're able to animate how you guys move and like when the conversation happens. Like this whole hallway, there really hasn't been much talk, but back there was.
Yeah,
at the
no,
corner.
we're chit chatting a little bit.
I mean, you've got your tokens, so like if you chit chat, you
Yeah.
chit chat.
I see something. Stop. A little bit
Wow.
further.
An intersection. Cool.
No. Past the
Yes.
intersection. And
Yeah.
he'll point this way. I see
Into the darkness.
flowers.
You want flowers now?
Wow, you found flowers. Congratulations.
Hey, earlier today, oh, actually, that was yesterday. Food became enemies, okay? Anything could be our enemy today, Wizrune.
I suppose. Hurry up, you're falling behind.
Can everyone see this now or not?
It
Yeah,
looks
you
like
can see the flowers. There's a
bubble
magical light
track.
above it.
Oh, okay.
we can go up or we can go down or we can check out the flowers.
With our luck so far, I don't feel like messing with the flowers.
There's also a bush way down there, south.
Mm-hmm. I see that.
Roll an astrocraft check.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Bait.
Now Raoul's. Yep, this is bait for Raoul.
The flowers are astral sensitive to you.
If that's true, Raoul's now interested in the flowers.
Ooh.
30,
When you're
29.
back here at the intersection, Raoul, your eyes don't glow at all. They don't react, but there's just this tinge, this resonant hum that you're used to that occasionally you'll hear when walking over the ground. You know it signifies Astron, but normally when you're walking over land, you ignore it because, well, it's almost certainly because it's beneath you some large degree, and it's pointless because trying to dig up something like that would take way too long.
Yeah.
But the tingles hit you.
There's Astron around. Right
Which
below
way?
me. Below me.
Are you sure it's below you?
Yes.
Not necessarily below you, but just when you hit this intersection is when you first notice it, is what I mean to say.
Oh, okay.
I'm not specifying which direction with that.
Not 100% sure. Usually I get this feel, it's not that close. Or it could be close, I don't know. Sometimes I get this feeling when we're above ground, when I'm walking maybe over where Astron could be. So it could be below us. But could be anywhere. Could be those flowers.
That's pretty vague.
It's somewhere near us.
Those flowers. Am I
They look
able
like-
to identify the type of flower?
You don't know the name of it specifically. You've heard of miners that find them occasionally. They usually grow in underground areas. Don't really recall much else other than that.
Raoul looks at the flowers.
Do you have knowledge nature? Focusing your energies at the flowers, they do not prick any senses.
Okay, probably not the flowers.
Well, it looks like if we go south, like there's a lot more
Yeah. Oh, I
options
see.
and paths.
Way down there is a tree.
Yeah. One with a light by it.
Yes. Oh, you guys. See, I'm just used to you guys not being able to see in the dark. I forgot about the lights.
So I don't know if we want to first go north because it seems like that path might be less.
Just to clear it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
Oops.
Ah, two
Dead
ways.
end. One's a dead end.
Nithian, stop.
Okay.
Roll a reflex save.
Okay. Good.
Oh, never mind. It's not a reflex save. Hold on. It's an attack versus you.
Okay.
It's 20 hits your AC.
No.
Okay. Now this does not block the path, but a massive boulder falls from the ceiling, crashing and shattering in the ground before you. You just barely step back, and it misses you by like an inch as it skates right in front of your nose.
Okay.
Raul, this seems like a job for you. You can walk through rocks, right?
No,
Is it
I
blocking the
can't
path?
rock.
It's not blocking, it's just difficult terrain now.
Oh.
Again, I can't walk through rocks, except for that one time because that was an illusion.
I think I can get past here.
All right.
Let's be
Also,
careful
that's-
if one rock
that's a-
fell.
That's also a very big rock. I can't move rocks that big.
It
Not
broke
yet,
into many
anyway.
smaller pieces.
Oh, then
Still
Raul
heavy,
will
but-
move. Raul will move the rocks. Ruh. Make
It'd
it a little
take you a
pesky
while,
for-
but yeah, you push a small little walkway through. Yeah, that's fair.
for himself. I am the master of rocks.
Another plant.
Though it is not plants.
Oh. There's something there.
Yeah.
So around the corner, you see what looks to be a massive pile of ancient golden coins and other types of currency.
That doesn't look like a trap or anything, does it?
Be careful, it could be a trap.
Yeah. Sounds like your invisible friend's job.
Yep. Go and pick up some coins.
He picks up a handful of coins and has them in his hands, as the rest of you see just a handful of the coins suddenly begin to float.
Bring
Do
them
have
to
an
me.
unseen servant. It's unseen.
He brings you a handful of coins.
I'm gonna do detect magic on the coin.
None of these coins are magical.
I will take said coin.
There are a lot of coins here. A lot. Keep in mind, every 50 coins is 1 pound.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm starting off by just taking the handful of coins that he's given me, but
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm trying to remember something real quick. I gotta look up copper dragons.
Whether you know whether they are
I'm
hordes.
I'm trying to remember what. Oh, all dragons like hordes. I'm trying to remember what copper dragons like in their hordes.
Copper.
Oh yeah.
That's not necessarily true.
I'm kidding.
No, I think that is true though. They do like copper things.
Shiny.
but I'm trying to remember. I think
So nothing interesting here.
What to do with something?
except for the pile of coins, Nith.
Oh, I suppose.
That is a lot of coins. Think of all the scrolls and inscription materials we could buy with that fizz.
I know.
Yes, but we are dealing with a dragon. So this is probably technically part of his horde.
Yeah, but he said that the treasures would be ours, didn't he?
Something like that.
I
The
guess he did.
dangers and the rewards.
Okay. Well,
So if there's a reward, then there's got to be a danger. You just haven't figured it out yet.
the unseen servant can lift 20 pounds of stuff.
Indeed. It lifts a fraction of the coins.
Bring me 20 pounds of the golden coin.
It brings you 20 pounds of the coins. There is still a massive pile there.
And I'll put them in the
Are they real?
Look real enough to me. They're not magical.
Oh, that's true.
And I'm gonna put the 20 pounds into the magic bag RJ left behind. So give me another 20 pounds.
How much weight would you like to take of coins?
48 pounds. Two full trips and one almost after.
Is there a particular type of coin that you sift through for? There's gold, silver, and copper in this pile.
Gold. Bring me as much gold
All right.
as you can.
You said 48 pounds?
48 pounds.
Okay, so you get all the gold. And then that leaves you with...
The copper dragon, right? If we leave him the copper, he'll be happy.
Okay.
That is the amount of coinage you get. And that is roughly 1/4 of the pile.
It's all silver and copper besides that. Right?
What's left is all silver and copper. And after that, it's there's definitely more silver than copper, but it's close to even.
Okay.
There's just by looking at it, there's still probably a few hundred gold worth of silver in there. And even just by seeing the copper itself, there's maybe 50 or less gold worth of coppers.
Okay.
Raoul will take 1 copper coin.
Okay.
This one looks kind of cool.
Let's get back to that intersection.
Raoul, are you coming?
Yes, I'm coming. I was distracted by this cool copper coin I'm taking.
He was staring at the pile of coins. I think he wanted more.
He's
Of
a
course
dragon.
he wanted more. He's a dragon. Come on, Raoul. We got as much gold as we could.
I'm not really that interested in coins
Right.
or money. I'm more interested in
Think of how many
Actual-
Astron crystals you could buy with that money that we just got then.
Raoul starts to walk back.
Oh. Tell him. Oh wait.
All right, nah, it's not a good idea. You gotta get out.
Pauses.
Okay. Well, I think that's just a dead end. I don't know what flowers those are, but
All right. Why are you in the lead, Wiz? Rune, you're the squishiest of us all, I feel.
Sorry, you're just being so slow. It's hard not to be in front of you.
I was thinking about Astron.
Yes.
there seems to be some sort of green thing here, bush or moss, or
It is a bush.
Anything
it's
in
a
the
weird
bush?
place to have a bush. Bushes don't typically grow underground. Which way are we going? There's lots of options here.
Let me just see what's. Okay, so we have another passage that starts to lead back up over here. And we have some type of bush or tree down to the south. And we got this way towards our east.
So, just look while we're standing here thinking, I'll overlook that bush, that tree, this thing right here,
Perception.
kind of observing it.
It is a bush.
Okay.
You find a couple of crickets living in its roots.
Okay.
Are we going this way, Fizz?
I was just checking to see if this was a dead end.
Alright.
Oh, I see something.
I also see something.
Raoul, you know what that is.
It's Astron. What color is it?
Orange.
Raoul's normal, like...
Except it's dark orange.
Ooh. Raoul says, fuck your unseen servant. You're not touching my...
Okay.
He will walk over here and grab it. Like, he's like, mine.
As you pick it up, Raoul, there's a couple things that you notice about it. One, it feels distinctly heavier than any Astron shard you've ever felt. They're all usually very uniform and very, very the same. This one is not. Also, there's something strange about this shard. It's definitely Astron, that is for certain. But there's a strange blob of energy that swirls within, almost as if it's alive.
Oh, dark orange shard. This is actually a thing.
That's cool. Oh, okay.
And to note, to reveal the aspects of any of those things, the values of question marks, requires time and astrocraft research.
Yep. Which he will do another.
As you know, stated in your stuff.
Yep, and that Raoul backpack it set.
Yep.
Man, we're getting all sorts of good stuff in here.
Yeah, maybe there's more Astron this way.
Another thing to note, Raoul, specifically, it feels almost fragile.
Gotcha.
Which is strange.
Astron craft. Fizz said there might be more Astron. Do I feel anything?
Just the one in your hands.
I see another.
And the other one in your pocket.
Oh, yes. I have two.
Fizz, halt there. If there and you were back here still.
Yeah.
Boop.
Whoa.
Fizz, I require nothing. It makes an attack against you. Does that hit your touch AC?
Touch AC. Yes, it just hits my touch AC.
Roll a fortitude save.
Ooh.
What is happening as you walk forward? Black tendrils begin to seep out of the walls and reach towards you, wrapping around your arms and legs,
Is
tightening
it
around your torso.
is it acid or earth based?
No.
Yeah. Fortitude. Hey, crit success.
Hey!
Hey, pass me the money.
And after a few moments, the black tendrils dissipate. And nothing seems to happen.
We gotta be a lot better at looking at traps, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and keep an eye out.
I don't think your unseen servant idea is not working at all.
Well, is you gonna keep going, or is there
Here,
other
I'll
ways?
put it. Oops.
Well, to our south is
There-
just more
there's a-
plant life.
I'll put it
There's
there for you
a-
on the map layer.
By the tree.
That way you don't
Down.
need that.
Okay. The tree below, there's another way, and then there's another way off to the right here.
Yeah,
Unless you
maybe
think
there's
you
a
can-
way to get around.
Yeah, unless you want to go through it.
Let's see if there's a way to get around.
So the tentacles stay there?
No, that's just so that you guys can remember where it's at
Okay.
and see the effect of what sprang where. Fizz, make a perception check. Okay. And we'll be wrapping up here in a few minutes.
All right. You coming,
Something.
Wizroon?
There's something.
Okay,
Careful.
you can see it. Cool. All right, so as you guys step up there, yep. You all hear it sounds like this crunching and munching sound, and it stands up, turns, and slobs its way out here around the corner.
Oh,
As you
God.
see this creature, it looks at you and goes, "Ugh. Hello! Welcome, adventurers! How are you doing?" And
Welcome.
that is where we'll end it for this session.
Wonderful.
Boom.
And for reference, because I was looking this up real quick, copper dragons are more fond in pieces of artwork and metal work more than coins. They will actually use their gold to buy stuff that they're more interested in.
Or
So
as
they're
as lures.
Yeah, so they're less interested in coins than most dragons. They're more interested in metal artwork and
Awesome.
and wines. Another thing that they're really into is wines.
Well, real quick here. Thank you everybody for stopping by and checking out the stream. If you're watching this on the YouTube, be sure to subscribe and go follow the Twitch to catch our games weekly. Not only this one, but the various other ones that we play. So, for now, have a wonderful day. And one moment. We will see you next time, adventurers.